All right. Hello,
Oh
everybody.
man.
How's it going?
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Yeah.
I should pull up some music while we wait for everything to load so that there's actually some sound playing.
I mean,
Awesome.
that's
Okay.
solid.
We'll go with this one. Sure. All right.
Smash.
Hello, the Chill Krill.
Smash.
The chill krill. What's up, buddy?
Smash.
Smash?
Smash.
Why you come to say smash?
Oh my goodness.
So we're gonna have to have a chat.
Smash.
Oh
What does
my
that even
goodness.
mean?
I
Define
wanna
yourself.
smash.
Explain yourself, Krill.
I know exactly what you were about to talk about, D, and you can feel free to comment if you want.
What was it? Actually, I don't know what I was gonna search
Oh.
about.
You 100% know what you were going to talk about, but okay.
they're zoomers.
Are you sure it wasn't?
Man, you guys are
me?
such zoomers. That was the initial thought.
Smash.
I wanna smash.
Let me
Let
me smash.
Let me smash.
please.
Beggy, please. I got.
Biggie.
I'll get that bitch a steak. Bitches love
I would like to
steak.
smash.
Bitches
I mean,
love
rage.
sticks. Bitches
True
love
barbarian
sticks.
problems.
I love steak.
They do be that way. Get those stones out of here. Bitches love sticks.
All right. Well, all of the Fujis are loaded now, so
Woo!
at least the ones that we have. So if you do not see somebody lighting up and you are wondering who it is talking, it is Reyna. We have some technical difficulties going with that right now, but other than that, the rest of us should have reactive images.
We should be lighting up.
Yes.
Oh my.
Well, that's definitely not a Zoomer reference, so I appreciate it.
It's okay.
Boomer.
I'm a zoomer. I get it. It's okay. It's not a boomer.
Okie dokie, boomer.
Ah. Okay.
If we
Get
weren't
that
live,
shit
I'd
out
be
of
shaming
here.
your Discord channel right now. Anyhow.
Whatever you say.
I'm gonna be putting Dad's timeout corner.
Yep.
We're gonna be allowed back.
Go reflect on what you've done.
Shit.
Alright. So,
Hmm.
recap from last session. You had made your way in and began investigating the strange happenings within the manor in the Underdark swamp that you had been tasked with. Initially, having entered, the manor doors opened without as much effort as you thought, and strange occurrences started happening immediately, such as the eyes of a painting following each of you separately, doors opening and closing on their own, living armor moving, false walls, the sort of spiritual happenings that are fairly commonly present in a possessed or haunted house. Having followed a mysterious black cat familiar, you made your way into the central room, to which somebody attempted to put your entire party to sleep. Fortunately, one of you having resisted the effects, Valzor proceeded to punch and hurt himself to keep himself awake, before then repeatedly smashing his head into Yorglot's head to wake him up as well. And that is how you came to meet a young innocent boy named Arthur. Having met him, you asked him about his situation, you talked to him about the house as well as what your goal here is to do. You realize that he is a young or, well, I guess young looking, but still relatively old, all things considered, spirit that has been bound to this location, and you've taken it upon yourselves to help him in whatever way you can, as well as investigating the house. Through your investigations, they led you to his deceased parents' room, to which you have entered the room and began looking around before you found a hidden switch on a bookcase that reveals a passageway. Yorglot found some form of a key, and you also found a false floorboard or a loose floorboard that revealed some sort of pulsing, undulating black goop that you have not seen for quite some time, but is vaguely familiar to you, that is running through the floors and potentially walls of this house. And that is where we left off.
Okay, so me, Renine, and Yorglot are all in the same room, right?
Rena, the only one that we don't have is our rogue,
Yes.
Yep.
who is off talking to Artie.
Yes.
Getting a
Okay.
full tour.
Wait, what's happening to the room?
When we last left off, remember how Reyna and Renine were essentially facing the floorboard with the gunk?
Oh yeah. Okay. I remember.
Yeah, we're investigating the parents' room. And sadly, we don't have your blood today.
He's annoying.
So,
Well, not yet.
not yet, at least. Renine will kind of like slowly close the floorboard, just like gently put it back, and look to Valzor. Well, actually, everyone in the room. So,
Well,
Valzor and
first
Yorglot.
roll of the night. As you go to put the floorboard back, I need you to make a sleight of hand check for me.
Sleight of hand check? Oh, shit. That is not my forte.
Also, you can have advantage because Reina's been there helping you.
Oh. 20. Unnatural.
Okay. You manage to place the floorboard back in place without having to handle or touch any of the gunk, and also without irritating the gunk in any way by placing the floorboard in too harshly or at an odd angle. So it's back to the way it used to look.
Alright, we got ourselves a problem. A really big problem. We are, essentially... Oh, sorry. I'll finish my sentence. So... Or should we just wait until Yorga comes back? He says that he's gonna be back in like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
he literally just put a message in.
Yes, we
chat.
can kill some time for 5
Okay.
minutes
Okay.
if you all would like.
I
Boss!
like killing things, and if time is one of them, let's go there.
Well...
Listen, time is never off the menu, okay?
Freaking... I almost died.
What kind of restaurant is this?
What?
Not here. I said time is never off the menu.
Arthur's just
Yeah,
looking up,
there's a
hearing
menu,
Aries say it,
which
just
means
like,
there's
huh?
a restaurant, dummy. Right?
Hmm?
Normal places don't just have menus.
No, I know. I was. Never mind. It's too late. It's too late. Joke ruined.
Apologize.
It's too late.
Bless you.
Huh?
How does this work? Trying to set up my drawing tablet right now. It's a big rip.
Is it
You
a
want
drawing
to...
tablet or an iPad?
This drawing tablet. I got my Huey on today.
So what are you gonna do on it? Like, what's the first thing you're gonna draw?
Doodles, and then we're
Hello.
going commissions.
Welcome.
Hello.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Hello?
We're already on
Okay.
stream, by the
There he
way.
is.
Yes, you are on stream. So fair
Oh,
warning.
The immediate war.
Yeah,
Rat shit,
we
rat
were.
shit. Sorry.
We were about to start without you.
We did start without you.
Yeah, you technically did. Yes.
Oh, what will I ever do?
I even tried calling you. Didn't respond.
I know, you left her on
Yeah, my
red.
bad. Fucked.
Fuck you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my bad. Just
Alright.
there's
No,
just
you're good.
less- yeah.
Do you need a recap, or you know what happened?
No, pretty okay.
All right. Well, I guess a little bit of a recap is that Renine set the floorboard back.
She set the floorboard back. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
in, like, to where it doesn't look like it's been disturbed at all.
Fuck this shit out now.
And apparently, I needed to make a sleight of hand check.
Alright.
All right, and that's it.
Let's go.
Oh, fuck, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, that's what I was saying. So we have a little. Oh, not a little. We have a large problem here. There is this whole house. May possibly be ashen or a husk.
Yes, this definitely escalates things.
Wait. The whole house.
I don't know if it's the whole house, but it would explain why I get this weird sense from it whenever I was trying to see if it was magical or not.
Did we just like start stabbing the floor? Or
No, because I just opened the floorboard. She points to the one that her and Reyna are at. And, well, I don't know what it is. If anything, if there's a comparison that I could bring up of what it looks like, it resembles the black gunk that Yorglat and I found in the tavern in Mishla. It is a pulsing black gunk that is under this particular floorboard, that was under the chest in specific.
And whatever that saying is, I know you're the only one who can read it, Valzur, but you remember it came from the book as well.
yeah.
Something much deeper is going on here. I say we go try to find out what room's beneath this one. See if it's seeped through or if it's only here in the floorboards / ceiling.
Oh, what did you find?
Just a key. He holds the key out. Doesn't look like it goes to this door. This one doesn't seem to have a keyhole, but I don't know.
So there was nothing. Oh, sorry, out of character. There was nothing else on that floor.
I don't recall. Did you investigate the door, Velzor, or did you just see the door? Did I have you roll yet?
I don't think you made me investigate it. I think I just saw the door.
Well, I'm not going to make you do anything, but I don't know if you asked to investigate deeper or not. I think you didn't, if I recall.
The only thing related to that is I asked if there was a keyhole on the door.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
So, at a cursory glance, you do not see neither handle nor keyhole. You see a sort of like stone door with iron wrought bars creating a window at the top of it, and that's it. As far as opening this door is concerned, you have no immediate knowledge of how to open, except maybe it pushes open or there's some mechanism. There's no obvious entry. But that's at a cursory glance. If you'd like to investigate further, you're welcome to.
So,
I mean, I'll
oh,
investigate it.
oh, if you guys want to go for it.
Okay. I was just like, I'm gonna wait until somebody wants to, if anyone wants to. So go ahead and make an investigation check then, Falzord.
Do it good.
Investigation +4. Oof, 13.
And it's those days where we're probably going to be rolling really bad.
You don't exactly know where it leads. You do see some form of a kind of like peering through the window, seeing what you can see on the other side of the door, seeing if you can find a mechanism. You do see what you think to be like a heavy iron chain system that's kind of running along the side that you would imagine would be responsible for opening this door. And it looks like it is running below you, somewhere in the house, in a lower floor.
After seeing that and hearing what Yorglot said, I turned to the rest of the party. I agree with Yorglot. It seems like whatever is keeping the store shut, a mechanism might be below this room that might help open it.
Well,
Alright then. Now, we need to figure out if we want to tell Arthur what we found here.
I mean, I don't see the point of not telling him, but I also see the reason why we might not want to tell him.
Well, it seems like every time anyone brings up his past, he gets all shy.
I don't know if shy is really the word for it, but...
More like defensive.
Or more like he doesn't want to know. But if this is such a big such a large ashen or husk, this could be something that we might not be able to deal with. We didn't know how to exactly deal with the one in the tavern.
Yes, well, personally, I think this is because of the ashen gotten a lot bigger than just a ghost or a spirit stuck to a house. I'm on the side of telling him whether he likes it or not.
I mean, it is his
Ooh.
home.
Do we want to see if the sister's room is also has something?
I think that would be a good idea.
Then before we tell him everything, we should probably investigate as much as we can, and then, I guess, lay it out in front of him.
Is everybody else okay with that?
I am okay with that.
Rena nods her head.
The only person that doesn't know anything right now is our rogue that is with our ghosty friend.
Did anybody figure out what room the sisters was?
I do not believe we ever asked, nor did he show us.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like walking out of the parents' room, are there any room? Or is this a hallway out of there?
This is a huge
Is
house.
there a
You're on
very-
the second floor. There's
I can't imagine.
a number of rooms, but I will say for the sake of brevity that there are 3 different doors on this floor that look like they would belong to a bedroom style room.
None of them have a little sparkle for sister, or
Anything different for like a little. Well,
That would be
technically
a
my
question
sister.
for Arthur. Does that kind of thing exist on your sister's door? Does she have like a nameplate or something on her door, or is it just regular ass door?
It would be a regular door. It wouldn't have really anything different. The inside, it would
Okay.
be colored, but from the front door you can't tell.
Yeah. So no, nothing stands out to you.
Well, never mind. We won't. Okay. Never mind. Do you want to instead just go check with the room that is underneath this room instead? Because we kind of don't know where the sister's room is. And I don't entirely want to mess with this house that I don't know will change or not.
well, we can ask Arthur while we're down there. I do believe him and Gothra went down to the first floor.
Who's
You mean
got-
Ares?
Ares.
Ares. God damn it. My bad.
Ares did.
I've done that so many times, dude.
It's always a
Okay.
shift getting back into not using people's names.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But
Alright. Then let us proceed.
When we're leaving, Yorgla's gonna try to like imagine the floor plan of like where physically this room is, like if it's a corner room or like.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, go ahead and just. I'll say for sake of detail, make it a general intelligence check, and like roughly where it's at, but just like how detailed of a floor plan you can build in your head from what you know of the house.
Okay. 8.
This room is in the sort of like northeastish portion of the house. You don't exactly know like where that door is. Like you wouldn't be able to in your head follow that down super accurately, but you have a good guess of where the room's at.
Okay.
alright.
And Yorgla's gonna start heading downstairs, trying to accurately find a room.
Yeah.
Directly beneath.
I will follow.
Okay. Where is Eris and Artie at the moment?
Arthur, he would have shown her to the pantry first, because that's one of its favorite places to go.
Hell yeah. Do you have like food in there or no? Is it like
Yeah, there is food, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
is it rotten?
Lots of food.
No. Actually, Reyna also discovered this. The food smells fresh and well made. But if you are in the pantry, then coming downstairs, none of you see nor hear Eris or Artie. So, if you were hoping to pass by them, you do not, but you make your way over to the first floor northeastern portion of the house, kind of down that long main hallway that you were initially in, where the doors were opening, and the hallway right before the room where you all had fallen asleep in as well. You make your way to the end of that hall, and you see two doors that look like they belong to the room, and as you're kind of like looking at them, one of them you gather there's a third room on the inside of as well, just from the way the wall and the layout of the floor plan looks. Anybody in this group right now technically noble?
Nope.
Nope.
The people, okay.
Oh my goodness, the one person. No.
Are there, are there, are there nobles where I come from?
There
And if
are
so-
higher status, but not in that manner, no.
Okay, then
Would
no.
I be considered technically noble by relation or no?
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
You're
so
100%
yeah.
noble.
Yeah, you're fucking
Okay,
noble.
like-
The one person that we need is off talking with the other
I'm trying
noble.
to keep him busy so that you guys can do whatever the fuck you want, okay?
Yeah, you're great at investigation too, though.
I know, you could have been like, hey, no, we need you, but
Well, we-
you let me leave. I was on you.
You offered though, so
My bad. Let's go to get the dog. We let it run off. God,
give me my cat.
whatever.
Even worse, good luck finding an outdoor cat.
Oh, man. Anyways,
At least you can beckon a dog.
I have a leash. No one wants to touch it, though.
No, it's dirty.
Well, so we're all just standing in front of this path.
2 doors
2 doors.
that you can see from the outside.
Oh, apparently there is 2 different rooms or a really big room with 2 doors.
And they both look the exact same?
The door design, yeah, the doors look designed the same. One of them is about 5 feet offset from the end of the hallway, and the other is about 30 feet down. The one that's about 30 feet down, you gather if it is its own separate room, is much smaller than the other one. Just off of placement, because it comes right up to that sort of large gathering room where you all had entered when you were following the black cat and fallen asleep. That room is only about 20 feet to the left of that door. So you gather if this is its own room, it cannot be big, or the other one gets to be a fair bit larger.
You're just gonna go over to that door with the, if laid correctly, very small room door
Okay.
and try to open it.
The door opens without issue. As you open, you see 4 separate bunk beds that are all relatively well made. They seem to be set up to where there's 2 on the front end of the room and 2 on the back end of the room. So right as you open the door, you're met with 2 beds relatively close to the entrance. And then in the center between the beds is a table and some chairs. It looks similar to what you saw in the servants' quarter of the palace, but on a much smaller scale.
I think I found the servants' quarters.
Ring kind of walks over. Anything out of the ordinary?
Looking around, does everything look tidy?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. 9?
9.
9.
All right. Everything seems to be in place. There's one thing slightly off that does catch your attention, and that there's a candle on the floor that is currently lit. But beyond that, no, nothing looks like blatantly out of place.
Is there like a candelabrum that the candle could have fallen from? Or
No, it's like one of the ones that you would carry, like to light your path
Oh.
at night. That one is just set on the floor. There's another one that's on a shelf, but the one on the floor looks off to you.
And how much wax is there? How long does it look like it's been burning?
It looks like it's about half burnt, However, it is currently burning that pale blue flame, so you don't know if that burns wax or not.
Okay. Yorgot's gonna walk in and just pick up the candle.
Okay.
And then set it on a counter.
Okay, there's the table in the center, or there's the counter where the other candle is.
Yeah, the counter where the other candle is.
You place it back up top, and it rests there. It's comfortably on the shelf.
Are there like servants' chests at the foot of the beds to hold personal belongings, or any?
Two of the beds seem to have like footlockers, servants' chests. Another one seems to have just a generic crate, and then the fourth bed kind of just has nothing. It doesn't seem like that one was ever really even used. The sheets are completely undisturbed. There's nothing resembling use on that one in particular.
Okay. You're just gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Vernie pipes up, like, granted, you can't really tell if she's lifting her brow or not, because her other half of her face is masked. She, like, lifts her brow up, and, like, I'm impressed that you just waltzed in without, assuming that there would be any pranks left from Arthur. Though he did not mention this room being his favorite.
Yeah, well, at this point, I feel like most of his pranks are reversible.
Yorgot's gonna just start opening up some of the footlocker chests.
Okay, with the exception of one of them, the box and the other chest are open, so I'll start with those. Those are easy enough to look in. The box just seems to have some packed belongings, basic attire, casual wear that you would expect from a commoner. A very simple leather satchel, and that's about it. The unlocked footlocker that you look at, again, you see slightly nicer attire, still commoner quality, something you'd expect the average townsfolk to be able to afford, but ever so slightly finer. You can tell that this person was either out of intrigue or necessity dressed more properly, and you find a slightly fancier satchel as well as just like a small coin pouch in that locker. The third one, however, as you go to open, there's a very obvious locking mechanism that is holding it shut, and you can see the locking mechanism in front.
Hey, Rain, are you there?
I don't know if she followed into the room or not, so I don't know if she's just standing out there.
Yes.
She's there.
You want to try opening this up for me?
What is it again? Sorry.
It is a locked chest, a footlocker, like a sort of trunk you would keep at the base of a bed.
Oh, Reina's eyes gets wide open, and she like holds out her arrow and then like TNT in her right hand, and she's like,
no explosives.
Renine kind of just like slowly puts her gauntlet over towards the TNT. It's like, no, we're not going to burn the home down. Okay?
No boom booms like before, you remember? You did before.
She then nods and she like pushes them kind of like out of the way, and she steps back like as far as she can, because if she's too close it won't work, right? I'd get disadvantage.
Wait, what? What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna shoot it.
No, we want you to unlock it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have the key?
No,
No,
like you
no.
lockpick
You-
with Runine on the second floor to open the chest.
Yeah. So he's kind of just betting that you could lockpick.
Oh, try and lockpick it? Okay. I'm not the rogue.
This suddenly makes more sense why Reyna solves everything with boom booms.
Yeah.
Hey, Renine kind of looks at Rena a little bit confused. Ooh. Do you want to get closer to the chest? To unlock it? We don't have to shoot an arrow at it. But we did use an arrow to try to open the previous one.
She then heads over to the lock and she tries to unlock it. But wait, do I need a lockpick or anything, or can I
You
just do it?
managed last time using the tip of an arrowhead and like just some basic like stick from your inventory.
I'm gonna do the same.
Basically, if you roll well enough.
Anything
This
Yes.
is sleight of hand, right?
Yes, it's sleight of hand.
Okay.
Is
God.
anyone helping you?
Probably your lot.
Yeah, I can sit there and try to help her, try to
Okay.
learn something.
you can roll
It's a
with
pretty
advantage.
good trait to learn anyway.
Oh wow,
well.
she got the same one.
I got
14,
14 no
both
matter
times.
what.
Okay. Simply enough, it is not a complicated locking mechanism. You are able to trick the tumbler, and it springs unlocked, and you can hear the click.
Yorgos gonna slowly open it.
Alright. As you open it, in this particular chest, it looks more settled in, less like a trunk that was used to move belongings in, and more of like a living situation. Somebody's used this for their living belongings. There's clothes rolled and folded and tucked away off to one side. That takes up about a quarter of the chest. And then you see a small jewelry box, a sort of like more heavy duty, larger satchel, sort of like a sack or a backpack that would be used for running errands in town or on a like gathering run, something of the nature, as well as a wicker basket that has some very aged remnants of plant life. Not enough to have spoiled the rest of the contents of the chest, but it looks like it was just like a couple leaves stuck in the wicker of it that didn't come loose, that have wilted and kind of decayed.
But looks female attire-ish.
There's a jewelry box, but the attire itself doesn't like stand out as like female or male. It looks very
Okay.
yeah. Either person could wear this kind of attire. Hard to tell.
Alright. I'll grab the jewelry box and open it up.
Inside, you see a very simple silver locket. Looks to be made with relatively decent quality silver at that, and comes down into sort of like this sun and moon shaped locket setting that has a very tiny little keyhole on the top.
Tiny keyhole. You know, I mean, fuck it, right? Like, I'll pull out my extravagant key and see if it fits.
Way too big.
Yeah, okay, that's it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't tiny.
Hey, you know what? Don't mind me go for try. There doesn't seem to be a key anywhere inside the box
No.
for it.
At least not from what you can tell. If you'd like, you can roll an investigation check to see if you find anything else, but...
And none of the boxes looked like they had false bottoms or anything like that?
If they do, they're well hidden and you can't tell.
Okay.
Not without investigating further.
Rain, I hate to do this to you again, but would you mind trying to open this?
And he holds out the small locket.
Can I try, even if it's like small?
I will say yes. You're going to have disadvantage, which if he's helping you counters out to be just a straight roll. But because you're trying to use an arrow head on as a lockpick tool for a hole that's like the size of the tip of an arrowhead, yeah, it's going to be difficult. So it would just be a flat roll to see if you can unlock this one.
18.
It pops open.
Wow.
And on the inside, you see what looks to be a very small sort of painting of a sort of farmer-looking female and 6 different kids and a slightly more well-dressed male.
Right.
It's not 2 paintings, just 1.
Just one on the bottom.
Interesting.
Did we have something about a locket? I felt like we did, and I'm forgetting about it.
No.
Somebody wanted to find
Was it? Yeah, I remember something like that too.
I don't remember.
Anyways, I mean,
I actually forgot about this. Okay. Sorry.
Well, I think it's safe to say this isn't the room. We should go check the other one.
none of the clothes looked child-sized, right? They all looked
No.
very adult-sized.
Yes.
Okay. Then Yorgos just gonna put the jewelry box back, but he's gonna keep the locket in his pocket.
Lock it in his pocket.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you. For Yorgos' appearance, is he wearing the communicating bracelet still?
Yeah, was that ever given back to him?
Yeah, Runine gave it back to him before he went to the lamp.
Then yes, he is.
Okay, then you still have a connection with Ares.
If you wish.
But,
This is true.
It's just a reminder that your character is wearing the bracelet.
We did buy that and we never use it.
Yeah, because we keep forgetting it's on our person.
I think it's more
Yeah.
because you forget who has it, because you've passed
Yeah.
it around a few times, and so you're all just like, I don't have it, I'm good.
True. True. While we're walking, I guess.
She's AFK right now.
Yeah.
Oh, is she?
Yeah,
said be
she's
right
a
back in
groupie.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go in the other room.
Yeah. Well, then yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Did
to the other room.
Balzor open that room, or was he just waiting for us to
I was
investigate?
just waiting outside the door.
Okay,
Which door?
Do it.
The door to the room that you guys were just in.
so who is
Ah.
going to open the next room?
I would like to open the next room.
Bucket.
Oh, fuck. And welcome back. So
Well,
if
it
you wanted
almost
to...
sounds scripted now, but I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I just too big brain. I knew about it.
Also, Gothra's back.
Welcome
Hey,
back.
he's
Back.
Wow,
Hey,
another unnatural 20.
That's what I'm
Almost
talking
as
about.
if having been warned about it by Artie earlier and being a little bit more aware of traps, as you open the door, you feel some precarious weight shift at the top of the door as you open it, and you jump backwards, and a bucket of God knows what splashes onto the ground.
Alright, well, this one apparently was trapped with a prank.
Yorgot's going to raise his bracelet to his face and, Ares, can you hear me?
In your head,
Can I-
suddenly, Eris, your communicating bracelet, the one that you wear, is sending you a message.
Have I ever used this before?
Yes,
think you and-
like twice.
Like, in the
so I would, okay,
dungeon,
I would know.
the-
Okay.
Yeah, the desert dungeon.
You
I'm
do
not,
know how
not
this
like, what the
functions.
fuck?
I will say it has been a hot minute since this has ever happened to you. So you're just having a pleasant chat about snacks and potentially eating some food while hanging out with Artie, and then suddenly your loud voice and you're dead.
Fuck.
Everywhere.
Hold on, Arthur. Hello?
Yeah, hey. Listen, we found some pretty crazy stuff in the parents' room, and we're trying to find the sisters' room right now. But we just wanted to let you know that it's ashen. Ares.
What's ashen? What do you mean?
The house.
The house?
It's in the
I'm gonna
floor.
look at Arthur really quick. How much do you know about this house?
Not. I mean, I was born in it. Are you okay? You're talking to yourself, and I'm not saying anything. Are you okay?
You
Oh.
actually don't hear that half of the conversation. That's telepathic.
Unless
Oh.
unless Ares really was talking else.
No.
I mean, if she was, then Yorglad's not hearing what she's saying. So
Yeah.
No.
Listen, don't tell Arthur yet. I think it's best if we all sit down with him.
Alright, do you need help? Is everything okay?
For now, we're okay. But if we need your help, we'll call for you. I promise. But we're just gonna try to investigate the sister's room and whatever
Alright.
room is underneath.
Do you want me to ask Arthur where it is?
Yes, please.
Arthur, they're trying to locate your sister's room. Can you assist us?
Okay. Where are they?
Where are you?
Right below the parents' room on the first floor.
Alright, they're right below your parents' room on the first floor.
Okay. You want to come with, or do you want to keep eating food? You can stay here and eat
I'll
food.
follow.
Okay.
I don't like being
It's not good, is it?
It's not really that fun.
What a thing to tell the ghost that's been alone for decades, but
Well, technically, he hasn't
one.
been alone. He has his cat.
Use his cat.
I
Yeah,
just
the
imagine
nice
Eris
channel.
grabbing the longest baguette she can find as she leaves. She's like, I'm grabbing a snack to go though.
My walking stick, my walking breadstick.
She grabs a
More
piece
like
of
the
toast.
freaking bat.
She
Yeah.
grabs a piece of toast and puts it in her mouth and starts running.
I
around
just
Anime
no.
Girl.
I grab.
Wait, don't you mean?
Are there like dried meats?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm just gonna grab a bunch of dried meats and just stab them on my dagger. and it's meat dagger now.
Okay, you have a meat dagger.
Alright.
Shish kebab.
I was muted when I said this, and I feel so dumb. But I was gonna go off of what Dee said. Don't you mean a bad cat?
Oh, no.
God damn it.
That was good.
My puns are
No, that's-
rubbing off on you. I hate it.
Okay, anyhow. You, with your meat dagger, along with Artie, begin making your way over.
Aries, that was your name, yes?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question that I've been wondering?
Yeah.
Why are you and your group helping me?
Well, we have a habit of helping those in need. I
So-
don't really understand it either, but you seem nice enough.
So it's not for the job, you're doing it out of your own choice?
Well, I'm sure some of us might be doing it for the job, but I mean, I'm doing it because you seem right.
Okay. Okay. I understand, thank you.
By the way, Tall, do you need a recap on how we look? Because we never really described how we look to you.
No.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Aries can go first because she's right next to you.
I'm a cat girl that's dressed like a maid,
She's short as
and I have a
fuck.
top hat
Sorry.
and a bunch of guns and daggers all over me.
Okay.
And yeah.
Fair enough. fair enough.
White hair as well.
Yeah.
by the
Yeah,
way.
give him your height.
I'm short.
How tall?
No. How tall?
I'm short. Do you really have to?
Yep.
Yeah. How tall are you?
Yeah.
How tall are
You
you?
really
Yeah.
have to do this to me.
Yeah. How tall are you?
How tall is the
5?
yeah, the 20-year-old cat is 4'5".
Fuck up! I'm gonna
Do you know how
I'm gonna
tall
put
our
a little
friends-
drawing on in Jester's corner real quick. You can see the little chibies.
Alright,
Okay.
let's see. Okay,
How tall is Arthur?
4'2".
You are not the shortest anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah!
He's a child.
Hell
he's a
yeah!
Though
You're
I will
officially
say
taller than
that
someone.
bear is a decent bit bigger now.
Yeah.
He's taller than me.
He probably will be when he's full grown, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even on all fours, he'll probably be bigger than you. He's gonna be like fucking like my size, probably.
Big
Valspar's size.
boy, big
Alright.
boy.
So that is Eris, and then in no particular order, who is next?
I could go. Ravine is a rabbit folk. She is let me go look at her height. She is 6'4". She's tall.
That's
She-
without the ears, by the way. 6'4"
Well,
without the
Oh,
ears.
okay, fair
That's
enough,
what
fair
we
enough.
So
learned.
usually
There's
her
a whole argument about that, so no, I'm kidding. Everybody
Um,
thought she was actually like 5'8", and then the ears made her 6'4", but no.
no. I wanted to be a tall person for once, okay?
Tall lady.
I'm okay, but she has like this silver but like bronze outlined armor that covers pretty fully, but like is suited to her figure. She
Mhm.
has this like fancy red cape that was given by the rogue, and she always carries 2 shields. One of them has a book implemented into it, and the other one is a plain shield that seems that both of them have like this straight cut in the straight cut on the side, and it seems like maybe she could combine the shields together to make a bigger one.
These shields, by the way, each individual one is not quite tower shield size, but definitely like great shield, like very hefty and large.
Mhm. And she always wears, or it looks like she's wearing a half mask that's like, or sorry, a mask covering half of her face. Her, wait, which side was it? Right side. Yeah, right side. And it has like this weird symbol on it, but she has black hair, and the only eye that you can see is a gray eye. And that is how she looks. Oh, and she also has a black fur ball that is wrapped around her shoulders, but currently is on Reyna.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds cool.
Next can be anybody else.
I can go.
Okay.
Okay.
So Reyna is a wood elf, and she is because she's a wood elf. She is pretty young, because her age is 29, and the race is.
Mm-hmm. They're a very long-lived race.
Yeah. So she looks like a child. She is 4'9". She has messy green hair and dark eyes, and she's tan. And she has a pet bear.
Do you want to describe what Bear looks like now? Because I feel like even some of the party members have kind of lost
Forgotten.
Bear's changes.
Oh, and my character is pretty, like, wild looking. She has... She doesn't like wearing shoes. She has no shoes. And, doesn't she have, like, a ranger's outfit?
Yeah.
She's gotten better about clothing.
She's...
Yeah.
Like, it's still not heavily clothed, but it is much more appropriate attire than it was before.
Clothed enough for it to be considered leather armor.
Yes.
No longer just a cloth between normalcy and a felony. But
Oh my fucking...
Then she has a pet bear.
Would you like to describe Bear and all of his changes, or should I?
You should, because I know some of it, but I
Okay.
don't know if it changed.
Well, so one, he has the sort of elemental wind markings now. That is one major change. So, he was, if I recall, a brown bear, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So he is still primarily brown. He is a much more muscular and hefty looking creature than he was. It has gotten harder for you to carry him. You are still barely able to, like, piggyback Bear around when he needs, but it's getting to the point where if Bear wants a piggyback, he might have to start asking the larger and stronger of your party. But you're still able to, for now. He also has a saddle strapped on his back now, as well as I believe he has a collar that now lets him speak with others that you just recently got. And then he has sort of like a, almost to the point of teal, but still more on the green side of things, wind elemental markings that kind of accentuate along his fur and kind of have like a flowing breeze like pattern to them. And with that, his eyes have also sort of gotten this vibrant green glow to them now when he's looking at you in the dark. And it's a bit off-putting at times, but has its own charm to it. Still short, stubby tail. The claws have gotten a little bit bigger. Looks more agile than your average bear does, but also looks very powerful.
Okay.
And next, Valzor Yorglat.
I can go. I am a red tiefling short boy that is 5'8" with black hair and silver eyes, and is currently wearing a maroon and silver breastplate jacket hybrid. Yeah.
The fact that you just wanted to describe 5'8" as short boy makes me want to hit you.
Hey, national average, alright? Don't sell your guys self short, okay? National average.
Wait. Obali, how tall are you, Lyra?
Anyways,
This man just described 5'8" as short.
I think he meant short compared to me, but like Vernine, but like
Short in the sense of like average height in D&D for like, I don't know.
So
tiefling.
you are still the second tallest in your party if you look at that doodle.
Okay, I take back short.
Average.
Average, yes.
I'm going to see if I can also pull this up really quickly on stream so that Chida can see what we're talking about.
The size differences.
Yeah.
I have the original height chart. If you want.
Do you want to describe your lances?
Yeah, well,
Oh
Well,
yeah! I have 2 lances on my back at all times. One of them is black mostly with 3 glowing orange red gems with a fiery core at the very top of the handle, but the bottom of the lance part. And then the other one has 3 purple stripes, which look crystal in nature. But other than that, it's pretty much a basic lance.
Those are the cool ones.
Alright. And then...
Mr.
Oh, which I just noticed that picture's not very accurate because Yorglot is a Asmar, specifically a fallen Asmar. So he has very gray, silver, smooth skin. Quite long.
Bitch, I drew that like 4 months ago. Fucking come at me.
The only thing that's not accurate is his ears. He's not an elf.
Yeah, okay.
Well, and the height, because Yorglot is 6 foot even.
Okay.
And he has a very long silver, not very long, but a decent 1.5 feet, 2 feet of silver white hair. The face is very elven-like, but his ears are human. And clothing-wise, he has pretty normal looking adventure type of gear, like something you would buy at any adventure shop. His cloak is currently a very starry design. OOC wise, it reminds you a lot of like those old school wizard cloaks where they're blue with a bunch of stars on them, but just a bit better design, more for higher tapestry type. And I guess one discernible thing of clothing you'd see on him is he has bracers on his hands that are pitch black with red veins running through them.
Oh.
Starting from the wrists going up his hands.
How much of your magic gear do you have on all the time?
all of it that can be worn?
Okay, then you also have a monocle and a good number of other things.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I imagine the monocle's like something I keep in my pocket.
Okay.
It's like one of the pocket monocles.
Oh, the
Yeah, I guess I
identify
do
one?
have. Yeah. Okay. Well,
If you
okay.
took a glance at this party, you can clearly tell a number of them have a lot of magic items, but if one of them stood out from the rest, this man has a myriad of magical looking things about him.
Yeah, you'll notice he has a couple of rings that don't seem to be just ornamental.
I actually don't think you'd see that through the bracers.
Oh, would they be under the bracers?
Yeah.
Okay, well then never mind. The staff that he carries looks like a very well defined staff, although it doesn't look like the wood itself is made from anything special. But at the top of it, you do see a very dark and definitely magical black gem with some kind of ornamental design to the wood at the top. But, yeah.
Hey.
Did you say your eye color?
Oh, yes. He also has, I believe they were, acid green.
Acid green. Okay. So I'm just writing everything down just so I don't forget.
Yes.
Strictly
I-
speaking, they are not acid green anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if they were
Oh?
still acid green.
No, they are not. You lost that.
Yes. Then they are gold. He has gold eyes.
Oh.
Yes.
Can you guys hear my heater?
No.
No.
Nope.
good.
No.
Okay, good.
All right. That's how we all look.
Okay.
And
Good
there
to know.
might be
Thank you
one
for
more
that.
description later, but for now, that is everyone Arthur has met.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The other one's stuck.
Well, not
Having-
stuck, but
Well,
No, she's having fun.
anyhow. So, you asked her why they were helping you, and you were making your way over, and at this point I will say you have had more than enough time, unless there's something else you'd like to ask, to have walked from the left side of the first floor to the right.
Aries, I have one more thing
yeah.
that I would like to say. If it was okay, do you mind if I hid behind you a bit? I'm a bit scared. I'm not scared. I'm a bit nervous talking to Manine. Was that her name?
Rooney, the tall one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Rooney.
Yeah, do you mind-
Don't be afraid of her. She may be big, but she is harmless.
It's not that. It's anyway, let's find them.
Oh, all right. But yeah, you can hide behind me.
As well as a 4'2" person can hide behind a 4'5" person.
Yeah.
She's not exactly
Just
the
barely.
greatest cover,
I know.
but it'll work.
It works.
You're at least
Sorry.
shorter, so like you can hide. But yeah, you make your way over, and the rest of the party, you see them outside of the servants' quarters that you remember.
Not in front of the servants' quarters. We were other door that had the pot break.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah,
well, whatever
I'm
it was.
Getting the
Oh,
point.
sorry. Sorry.
They are out front of the servants' quarters section of your house, specifically where you know that the bucket had been rigged, as well as the fact that you all, after opening and actually like jumping back and finishing your cursory glance of this room, what you notice is there are, as compared to bunk beds, multiple singular beds set up in this room. except the first portion of the room is very narrow and long before it looks like it curves. And directly to the left in this room, there looks like there's a smaller, like, closet-like room within this room. So this is more of like a upward or upside down L shape of a room with then a square closet that takes a good portion of it. But you will all meet up out front of this room.
Have you guys ever set foot in a manor before?
Rennie turns to Ares. Oh, well, hello. No. I've never been in a manor.
Alright. Well,
Looks
we're
to
here to
everyone else.
escort you.
Escort to, I'm assuming, the sister's room.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Arthur, if you would lead the way, really appreciate it.
Yes. Okay. And Arthur just turns around and starts leading, just trying to avoid all eye contact.
Holy shit.
I'll go right behind him.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
hit
like
the nerve.
bodyguard. Taking my duty very seriously.
Oh my goodness.
So that being said, do you all leave this room and follow?
yes. I
Yes.
do, but
I kind of briefly see if the room changes before going to follow.
See if the room changes?
Yeah, because like the room like fixes itself. See if the bucket goes back up somehow.
Okay, you...
You're like closing the door and open it, see if it's back to the door.
Oh, you guys closed the door? Oh, never
No.
mind. Sorry.
You wait a moment. The bucket does
Never
not
mind.
seem to be fixing itself.
Okay, that's fine. Alright. I just wait like a second longer and then just go.
The bucket does not seem to fix itself from what you saw, but...
Okay.
And so I'm sorry, what exactly was fixing itself in the room?
She was seeing if the bucket put itself back up.
Yeah, because
Oh.
it's the previous room that like got destroyed in some way.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Imagine it was put back up. Me open the door. Just fall
Yeah, that's why. That's why I was checking. See if the fucking prank got rigged again.
And sorry, I had somebody talking to me, but can you explain the room one more time for me, just so
So it is shaped like an upside down L. As you walk in, you got like a 20-foot space. You can see 3 beds and then a portion that you can't see behind a wall that goes to the left in the back of the room. In the front, on the left-hand side, there is a door that leads into what you assume is like a closet-like area that is the remainder square that's been cut out of this upside-down L that makes up what would have been this larger room. It also looks like a servant's quarters, but with single beds rather than bunk beds.
Okay. And what's the ceiling made out of? Like, is it laminated wood? As much as laminated wood can be made in this time, or?
It looks like it's a mix of laminated wood with like stone support.
Okay. Alright. Yorgo's just gonna make a note of this room, but yeah, he'll leave too.
Okay.
Closing the door behind him.
You lead them to your sister's room, I presume?
Yep.
Lead them upstairs to one of the 3 bedroom doors that you had taken note of before, and he leads you to one that's not too far off from his room. It's about 2 doors down the hallway from where he claimed his room to be, and you stop out front of that door.
Well, here we are.
Thank you, Arthur.
It's It's okay. I'll just wait outside here.
I'm gonna step aside and wait till everybody goes in the room, and then wanna talk to Arthur.
Okay.
Well,
Does everyone go in or not?
yeah.
Yeah. Your
Okay.
opens that bitch up. Walks inside.
I go in, but I hang closer to the door.
Okay. Anna? What are you doing? You waiting outside or are you going in?
Oh, you said Arena?
Yes.
Yes.
I go in too.
Okay. So it is once again Artie and Eris outside. Oh, one thing you probably should have described on your person as well, Eris, is the lamp, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have a lamp attached to my hip.
Oh,
A very
A very, very cool fiery lamp.
you didn't describe Ember.
He doesn't know who Ember is.
yeah. Ember's not out. She's been in her lamp.
That's what I meant when I said there might be another introduction later. But for now, all of you that entered the room, first thing you notice is the room is more feminine in nature. The sheets look to be a bit brighter. The overall, just feeling you get from the room is happier, more pleasant. There's a chandelier hanging from the ceiling that looks like it would have lit the room up well. It is currently still emitting the same pale blue flames. There is a dresser with a mirror set atop of it, a large armoire, table, chair, a desk with some books and various writing utensils that look like it might have been used for studies. Nice carpeting that, or a rug rather, that is beneath the bed and under some of the tables that kind of just gives a warmer feeling to the room and less walking on hardwood floors. And then you see a door in the back that is connected to the room that would have been between Artie and hers room. It's like a back door into there as well.
Alright.
But if you want to look around, either investigation or perception, depending on what you're trying to do, they'll take 2 different rolls.
Well, Valzor's kind of staying near the door.
Like,
I don't know how hard he's investigating. So
I
guess-
can investigate.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay.
Natural 20, so 26 or 23.
That's a.
No, that's 26. Yeah.
That was like
12.
Okay, so investigating wise, what in particular are you looking for? Since an investigation is more of a I'm looking for something specific.
I'm Oh yeah, that's in specific. That wasn't perception. Well, Renine, because she found the floorboard, she's probably going to look at the floor and see if there's anything wrong with the floor this time. Like move around things, if there's like chests, carpets, like essentially investigating the floor.
Okay.
Yorglad's doing the opposite. He's checking out the ceiling.
Okay.
This is the second floor, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're back on the second floor.
Yeah, we're back
Oh.
on the second floor, near the rooms, near the
Oh, he's
parent room.
checking out walls. Seeing if there's like,
Okay.
you know.
Runine, as you're moving things around and you're sort of looking through this room, you notice that some of that black sort of ooze that was pulsing and undulating has very, very unnoticeably, but with a very close look, you can find small tendrils of it that has kind of like almost like ivy, started to grow and like climb its way up the bedposts, up the tables, up the chairs, and is ever so slightly began inhabiting, I guess is a good way of describing it, pretty much all of the furniture that you look at. And you find, looking between the cracks of the floorboards, well, none of them are loose. You can ever so slightly make out the same undulating black ooze beneath pretty much the entire floor, leading to the walls and in the walls as well. As you kind of look around, and you're able to see it as she comes over and like is looking at it. Your attention is drawn to where she's looking, and you begin to notice these smaller details as well, though you missed them at first, of the walls itself kind of having a very faint pulse to them.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Unfortunately.
This whole room has that weird gunk. Careful not to touch anything too much. It's all over the furniture as well. The floor, everything. Now that I looked at it around this room, can I recall if there was anything in the parents' room that was like this or no?
You didn't see anything like this in the parents' room.
There's more.
And where's this room in relation to the parents' room?
It was down the hall.
And this room is much closer to Artie's room than it is the parents' room.
So not side by side though. Like not side by side with the parents' room?
Nope. Like opposite end of the hall.
Okay. Yorglad's gonna start looking in like drawers, desks, bookshelves, chests.
Okay, go ahead and make an... Well, what was your investigation check? This is a different investigation, though. Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
See what you managed to pick out, since you're looking for something completely different now.
21.
Okay, you find what looks to be a diary of sorts amidst the desk with the various papers, as well as a number of what appears to be reference books, study books, like language, handwriting style books, as well as maybe some basic books on math or formulas, as well as maybe something about history, but that'd be hard to tell at a glance. But you can kind of get a gist of what they are, as you've been schooled before. You understand what a study book would look like. Amidst the armoire, you find much smaller than adult-sized clothing, maybe about a size bigger than Artie is of clothing for a young female. Basic dresses, gowns, skirts, things of the nature, dress shoes. In the dresser, you find what looks to be a couple different pieces of like jewelry boxes that are currently shut within the dresser, as well as what seems to be a small piece of paper that's been kind of folded and tucked beneath one of them as you're looking through.
He'll grab a piece of paper.
Okay.
Read it.
Okay, just making sure.
You're good.
As you unfold the paper and you begin reading, the first thing you can tell is that the handwriting is very proper. It's also a very old style of handwriting that is not commonly used anymore. It's something that's a bit dated. You, Yorglot, are used to seeing this handwriting, and I guess I can get rid of the party picture now, my bad. You, Yorglot, have seen this handwriting more in historical texts than you've seen in reference to like something a child would have wrote.
Okay.
So just right off the bat, that's something that you notice. Then as you read it, you read the following. Mom and Dad were talking today. They had some interesting visitors. They seemed to be having an argument with them, but they went into the cellar and I went to go play, and when I came back, they were gone. They said they left, but I never saw them leave.
And that's it.
Yep, that's it on the paper.
And that's everything that I found.
Yeah, I mean, everything of note. The rest is just common belongings that a young girl might have.
Judging by this paper, it sounds like we might want to check out the cellar as well. Especially if what we found in the parents' room seemed to lead downwards. This also.
And he hands it out to whoever's closest to him.
This also seems to be pointing towards the cellar.
I can assume that Rinian's probably closest, so she just picks it and quickly reads it as well. Alright, all the rooms that were hated.
Yes, well,
I just want to confirm, of the things that you found, because this is something that your lot normally would take, I want to know if this was just something you missed me saying, or are intentionally leaving behind was the diary.
Oh yeah, there's a diary.
I fucking didn't hear that.
I
That
I
flew
thought that
over
was
my...
the
No,
first thing you picked up. I was so
No.
confused.
No, I know, and that's why I brought it back up, is because I was like, in characterly, your glot normally would go, ooh, this.
Yeah.
True. Book! Alright, he grabs a book.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Knowledge.
I will say, just for his character, he does have a pair of glasses hanging from his armor piece
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the ones that I gave.
that he really quickly ching and puts
Oh.
on and opens up the diary.
What a boomer.
Oh my goodness. I just got like the most
Okay.
epic paching in my like
Just
mind.
like the anime glasses shine.
Yes,
Like...
yes.
Yeah.
No, just like
Yep.
the epic kapow.
How
Puts on.
detailed of a read of this book are you doing, or are you just trying to skim for anything that might be useful?
How big's the book?
In the book itself, the diary looks like it has enough for, a lot of entries, probably
But,
close
like,
to 70, 80 different pages.
riffling the pages how many are, and I want to riffle through all of them, not just until I stop seeing text.
First, about, not giving you an exact number because I doubt he's counting that quickly, but like about 50 pages have writing in them of the 70, and then the last two.
You see, I'm fucking smart. No, alright.
found
Well,
something.
he's gonna kind of just like start skimming through the first couple of pages. Like, I'm sure he's gonna look out for noticeable stuff, but I'm sure a lot of it's just everyday girl stuff.
Renine is kind of just like standing behind him, kind of looking over his shoulder.
Yeah.
Because she's tall enough.
A lot of it, from what you can tell, is definitely her gushing over how much she cares for Artie, arguments with parents, how much she likes her parents. Emotions kind of go from, fucking, I hate this. They're overbearing. They're overprotective. To I love them. They got me something pretty. You know, what you would expect from a day-to-day diary of a young child.
Really gripping read.
I do have a question. Do any of the pages have dates on them?
Yes, they do. But you don't understand the date that's written the same as Valzor saw on the painting.
Okay.
It is written in a format that is of EPG, and you do not know what that means.
Okay.
You also have to just because I'm going to be specific, Andy. I am reading 2 times as fast as you, so I don't know how much you're actually picking up.
Yeah, I know. I kind of figured.
I'd imagine she had enough time to find the dates before you flip the page, at least.
Yeah, like, she's going simple. She knows that you're going to go fast because of those glasses.
But, so, you know, there's a lot of nonsense, but there are a couple entries that you can kind of pick out, and you take a little bit more time on those, which gives her a little bit more time to more detailed look at the date and get that information. Where she talks about visitors and, you know, unique occurrences, people that aren't normally there, or, you know, things that stand out to you, like parents were behaving strangely today kind of entries. There are a couple of those, and amidst those, it seems like the kinds of visitors that come to this house, at least from this child's perspective, all seemed mysterious or unique. There was never like a mention of, oh yeah, you know, Uncle so-and-so came by. It's always a unique new person that she does not know.
Okay. Alright, and then going to the last 2 pages. And he's not skimming through these.
Meaning Renine has time. Maybe. Not really.
So the last few pages are dated with 1337 EPG, specifically, since I know Renine was asking about dates before. And these go into a little bit more detail about she was wandering through the house, and amidst the various musings, as she had gotten curious from the number of times her parents had visited the cellar, what was down there, she had discovered what appeared to be a lever or a switch amidst the wine cabinet, to which as she opened it, a false room appeared, and the further writings are nothing short of very jittery, shaking handwriting of her just musing to herself of how terrified and scary what she saw in there was, and her debating whether or not she should tell Artie about it.
So because Renine was looking at the dates, how many... She's just gonna guess that that's how many years have passed since the first entry to the last.
About 7 from the first entry to the last, and from what you remember, about 12 from the painting to that.
Okay, 7, 8, 12, okay. Okay then.
Wait, 12 from the painting?
From the painting.
To the last entry? To the last entry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she could have started writing this when she was like 10 or something, because she was older in the picture.
She still looked like a child in the picture. They're still young.
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
But that means she was like an adult almost.
I mean,
By the
he
time
did
she wrote
say
the last entry.
older sister.
Well, if you remember in that painting, when I described it, they're very young. It's not like you see Artie now. You see the semblance of Artie to that picture, but he is clearly looks much older than that picture shows him.
Okay.
But so at the very least, the one thing you can discern is at the very minimum, the sister would have at least been age 12, if not older.
Alright. Well, what did you read? I couldn't follow along. But I did recognize at least a little bit of information.
Well, in between all of your normal childlike adventures, it seems the parents had people over often, and never the same people, always different, strange, mysterious. Parents wouldn't talk to Arthur or her about them, and they would go straight to the basement.
Didn't describe how they looked?
Well, it's a child. It's just a mysterious stranger to her.
That's fair.
But, apparently, one day she decided to investigate herself and found a lever in the cellar among the wine barrels, and it opened up a room. And these last couple of pages are just her scared out of her mind, trying to comfort herself before it ends. And I have a feeling that's probably the room we need to go to.
That's probably the room we need to go to. And
now I will say, she says she never saw these people come back outside from the cellar.
interesting.
They might have a secret way out. I'm starting to guess that that door we found in the parents' room is one of those. Rather than
Or
an entrance, more of an exit, but
Renin kind of gets like a hardened look. Or it could be worse. And the parents were sacrificing them?
well, yes, but if this really is related to what we found in Mishla, who knows what they could be doing, or what they were doing here. We do also know that they were all slaughtered, killed by men who barged into their house for whatever reason. And I feel like we need to learn more about that too, or try to figure out if they knew what was going on, or if they were just simply poor people hating on rich people.
Question. When did the entry of strange people start occurring? Because I just want to see how many years this was going. And maybe this diary would help.
Within the first year was the first time she mentioned somebody visiting.
Already? Shit. They had plenty of time to work on whatever experiment they were on.
And we can't look at the fact that they hadn't been doing this long before the kids were born.
Alright. Well, do you want to see the other rooms that are near Arthur's, or no? Just go straight to the cellar.
I personally think going straight to the cellar is our best bet.
Alright.
We have to be prepared, though. We don't know what's going to be down there.
Then
And
should
if it
we...
has anything to do with Ashen,
There were two things in his room that were questionable. Well, you guys went to his laboratory, I believe. I stayed behind because I wanted to investigate. His drawer, the one that he did not have open, had a magical effect on. And he had that book that I pointed out to him that he refused to know its contents. Had a more powerful, weird feeling about it when I was trying to see if there was anything magical. Kind of like the house, but more powerful. Think that way.
Yeah. I say we can come back to it. I have a feeling that the house and the ashen are not all one.
Well, I did state that the house did feel like it was a form of a... What was it again? Fuck. Shit. What was it?
A being?
No, not a being. It was a fuck brain. I'm actually smacking myself. Lair. There we go. Remembered. The house felt as if it was some form of a lair to, you know, usually powerful beings or someone who has been here for a while. So it could possibly be his domain or the Ashen's. So
Well, how does everybody else feel? Do you
Well-
want to go to the basement?
we can pause here and Ares could start talking to Artie now.
Sure. If they have anything that they want to talk about in particular.
Well, while they're in the room, I want to just look over at Arthur and ask, you mentioned something about Renine. Are you sure you're all right?
Have you ever seen something you don't think you were supposed to see? Like something that
all
wasn't.
the time.
I think she knows. I think she saw it. I hope she doesn't. Because if all of you start knowing, might leave.
What? Well, if she does know, I personally don't know what you're talking about, but if she does know, she hasn't left yet. And they don't seem to have any intention of leaving. But what would be so bad about them knowing?
I don't think I did. I don't remember doing this, but I was told that it's my fault.
No. There's no way that it could be. I mean, you're only a child. No offense, but I can't believe that you could do anything actually harmful.
That's what I thought too, but it's... I know I can be forgetful sometimes. and I know I don't fully remember a lot of the things. I barely remember a lot, but Can you keep a secret?
Yes, I have many.
That thing, that book, that Benin had, or asked me about.
The one in your room?
Mm-hmm. He just nods his head. I looked at it once.
And what did you see?
I saw something that it showed me something bad that I don't really want to talk about. But I don't really want to talk about it. It's
That's alright, you can take your time, but just know that I'm sure Renine will end up telling us about what's in the book. And I promise that I will not leave you knowing the contents of it.
Okay. That does make me feel a bit better. Yes. I ask it's one more question. I do apologize.
You can ask as many questions as you like.
Do you think everything happens for a reason?
I think some things might. Why do you ask?
Well, my current situation, I know it's not normal. I was always told, going away is like falling asleep. You don't wake up, you move on. But I'm stuck here, and I don't know why.
Well, I'm sure we'll do everything we can to try to help you out. You seem to have somewhat to leave.
I do want to leave. I really don't want to see this manor again if I do escape.
Do you want to move on? Would you have rather just not waking up?
I don't want to disappear. Not yet. I want to find her.
Find who? Your sister?
He just nods his head. She must be out there, shouldn't she? I mean, I remember the events of what happened, but
if she was here, wouldn't she be here with you?
Exactly. I view it like that too. If she did suffer the same fate as me, shouldn't she be here with me? But she isn't. That gives me hope that maybe she's okay. She might be safe.
Well, when we get out of here, and we will try our hardest to get you out of here, we can go look. I mean, we have our own quests and tasks ahead, but we can definitely help you in your search.
Thank you. All of this talk is giving me hope.
That's good. It's good to have hope.
Thank you.
Do you mind if I step in the room?
Yeah, you
to
can.
Make sure they're not doing anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. You can.
I
you
just
can come
imagine
with
Eris
me.
stepping into the room and just like Reyna, bored out of her mind, is playing with like 3 sticks of dynamite right now.
Yes,
Immediately.
because she cannot read, so the whole time she was staring at a wall.
Was she just watching the fucking wall pulse? Because the
Yeah.
whole room's pulsing.
Instinctually, just like seeing the wall pulse like it's alive, starts trying to like blow it up and like just has a
you
dynamite
guys-
stick in her hand.
Are you guys like standing in front of the door? Like, if I open the door,
No,
am I gonna
I'm-
just fucking slam into you?
No, they all went into the
Bowser is-
I'm like right
You
inside
all said
the
you were
door.
standing near the door. I don't want to like hit you.
Well, even if they were, you wouldn't know that. So,
I mean,
Yeah.
fair. I opened the door.
I don't believe we even closed it after us, so you would. The door would be open.
I imagine
It
that
would be
they
open.
did because they didn't want to.
Oh, that's
didn't
fair.
want to hear what was
Mhm.
going on or be a part of it at the start.
That's fair. Then you bunk into Valzor, because he's right at the door.
He's off to the side, he said. So you open the door and you go in.
I imagine Yurglan and I are just like reading a diary over at a table on the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut the door like after me. You guys said this place was ashen? What do you mean?
Oh, Renine kind of just because she can't keep track of Yurglat reading, because I imagine it's still between the reading time
Yep.
of this hat.
Sure.
Renine looks over. Well, first off, she points to where Reyna's looking at. This whole room is pulsing with a glub of black ashen, like the one that we saw in the tavern in Mishla.
Oh,
Except that one had a form, while this one's everywhere.
yes. Ew.
The one in the parents' room, on the other hand, was right under the floorboard. You had to actually rip the floorboard out.
The one? That what? What was on? Like the stuff was under the floorboard?
Yes. It is like this giant pulsing black gunk.
Oh.
It's in the walls.
Yeah. And Valzor also. She kind of like looks to him while she's saying it. Also found a door that was hidden behind a bookcase.
Yep. Although we didn't find the mechanism in order to open the door, it
What?
seems like the mechanism would be below the room, but we didn't find anything.
Did it have a lock? Did you try to open it?
There was no lock. There wasn't
The
really
only
much.
thing the only thing I saw was a chain mechanism in the room behind the door.
Did
That seems
you try
to
breaking the chain?
was too far out of reach. I don't know if I could have done that. I can
Alright.
see if I can try to get at it with my lance.
We do have a next objective room. Now
And-
this one might be where stuff might get a little more dangerous.
But
So-
oh, there was also one more thing about that door. Right on the door, Valzor was the only one that could read it.
Yes, a very similar phrase. Or
Do you remember that?
recognize-
Do you remember the book and the vial of blood that we got, or I got from
The
Michelin?
book and the vial of blood.
Remember
You're-
that I had a hammer before?
Yeah.
A smaller one.
Yeah.
Do you remember why I don't have it anymore?
You sold it?
We did some crazy testing.
Oh yeah. Okay, yes, that book. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, It was the same message written on the door as the book.
The ritual.
I mean, wouldn't some of the people we know understand more about it? Some of the more powerful people we know?
Yes, but I feel it is not a coincidence that we were sent here for our other mission. And lo and behold, here's Ashen popping up again.
Yes, well, what is our next target, room?
The cellar.
Cellar.
Ugh, of course I have to join you guys back for this.
The thing is, we read through the diary of his older sister, or your glad did. It seems like essentially expect probably an enemy there, or something very terrifying to traumatize a young little child.
Was there anything in the diary where she could be? Well, when I was outside, I talked to Artie for a bit, and he really seems to think that she's out there somewhere.
That she's alive?
I don't know. He maybe some kind of spirit or something else.
Wait. In the picture book, did it not show the whole family with their throats slit?
It did.
It showed the parents with their throat slit, but in that picture, the sister did not.
Oh yeah, the sister was the only one alive.
The sister and Artie, and that in that picture where it showed the family with the throat slit, the sister and Artie were still alive.
Which book are you talking about?
The picture one that he gave us for his story. That
yeah.
Oh right, you were a little distracted at that time.
Yeah.
But
also, Aries.
And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out this key.
If you find anything that this key could lead to, anything locked, let us know. The door in the parents' room had no lock on it as far as we could tell.
Can't we ask Artie if he recognizes the key? I mean, we don't have to tell him where it is or where it's from. We can just ask if he recognizes it.
I mean, it is worth a shot to at least ask, but hopefully it doesn't.
Whatever it is, too, it's very, very secretive. I was just barely able to find it. I almost gave up looking. But
where did you find it?
in the parents' room, they had a false top on the inside of the drawer that was damn near perfect in its hiding place.
So they seem to have a trait of keeping secrets.
Well, anyways, we can ask Artie about the key, but if everybody is ready, I think the basement is our next move. And by ready, I mean prepared to fight, not just investigate.
I mean, I'm ready.
Alright.
I was never not ready.
That's a good mindset.
Alright.
So, out with the door we go.
Yeah, your gut's gonna walk outside and...
Hey, Arthur, question real quick.
Yeah.
Do you recognize this key at all?
Do you mind if I just had that? Could I take a closer look?
Sure.
Would
You
I?
have absolutely no idea. You've never seen this in your life.
He
And
just
death.
hands it back and just shakes his head.
It's really pretty, though, isn't it?
Mhm.
What I thought.
It's an ornate key. Yeah.
Well, worth a shot.
Um,
Anyways, Arthur, we're going to the basement, and you don't have to join us if you don't want to.
You can just show us the way, even or tell us the way, and we could be
I mean,
off.
I think I could possibly
Um,
manage to lead them. I have decent understanding.
Oh. Okay, you're going to the basement. Okay. Do you mind if I went and got something? I'll be right back. I just need to get something.
Sure.
All right.
Okay. I won't be 2 minutes. And he just walks down the hall to his bedroom again.
Okay.
Does Artie go through things?
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
His belongings go through them too?
That's
I have a test I want to run with Artie.
not your lab rat.
sorry.
Oh my
I
god.
think there's some laws revolving this. He has to consent first, but
I would like to test with Artie.
Alright,
uh,
anyhow. You go to your
Your
room, you get whatever you want to get, you know where your stuff's at.
Yep. I'm not gonna say what he gets, but he opens the drawer and he takes what's in there, and then he heads back out.
Mm.
And he looks a lot more uncomfortable as he returns.
You got everything you need?
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Do you want to maybe bring your cat friend along for some support?
Yeah, that might be a good idea. And I just summon Edward onto my shoulder.
Artie, would you mind doing something for me?
What is it?
Yurglat reaches into his bag and pulls out a book that, if you decide to read the cover of, says Enchanting for Dunderheads. He goes over to a wall and he just starts smacking it on the wall, or not smacking it, but pushing it onto the wall.
Can you take this and go through the
What
wall
are you doing?
and then come back?
Okay, I can try.
You don't have to do that.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh boy.
Just a generic charisma check for me.
Oh, okay. 8.
Wait, who?
You do not feel like you are bonded or familiar enough for this item for it to go through the wall, and as you go through, it kind of just gets left behind.
Was the room I just entered my sister's room?
This could be whatever room you choose.
I think
You right outside of it. When...
I think Yurglat would have been smart enough to go to a different room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
guess that room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
And
you
he just-
see if you can go through this door? Bam! Sister's room. Fuck! PTSD.
He just pokes his head out and said, "Oh, it didn't work. Wait, what did you want it? What did you want for it to do?"
Yeah, what
Nothing,
did
just
you want?
testing stuff out. He picks up the book and puts it back into his bag. Anyways, to the basement then.
He's weird.
Right.
Don't worry about him.
Okay.
Artie, you know of 3 entrances to the basement,
Holy fuck.
What?
Jesus.
2 of which
One of them-
are
Alright.
normal-ish. One of which you were told not to use unless it was an emergency.
I'm not good at making choices. Could I ask for everyone's opinion?
Sure.
Well, I know of 3 ways to get into my basement.
There's 3?
Holy
Yes.
moly.
That's not
2 of-
super uncommon to you, There's.
I know, but I would assume there would only be like I'd be used to like 2.
Alright.
2 of which are safe, they're normal, they're perfectly fine, but one I was told only to use in emergencies.
Ooh.
Do you know the reason why the one is only for emergency?
I don't know. And
Specifically, we're looking for the cellar. Does that help?
Cellar's been
Well,
in the
yes.
kitchen.
And which entrance did the people go into?
do you mean the other people?
Yes, the people that would come over.
I can only briefly remember them once, but yes, I can show you the way. I followed them. I think I did anyway.
Just try your best.
Okay.
Okay, well, the cellar is beneath the kitchen. The one that you believe that he is referring to currently is in that sort of like very right next to that very ornate guest bedroom. There's this sort of like a lounge study-ish area that you know of an entrance in there as well.
Which one do you lead us to?
I'll lead them to the emergency.
Okay, the emergency one then is in the large room in which you put them to sleep.
Okay.
Well,
It's happy memories, going down memory lane.
Yep.
This is where
The
we
place-
met.
That's where we met tonight.
As you enter the
We
room,
got
Yorglat,
this-
you don't know why, but you get a horrible headache. You're like, fuck this room in particular.
Yeah, and I just noticed it. It's just like, are you okay?
Yes.
Wait, that might be the fumes because I did not clean up the liquid.
Don't worry,
I
we got a bath.
Oh yeah, there was like a whole puddle there.
Yes.
well,
Anyways, this is where the entrance where they would always go into is.
Now this is the emergency one.
Oh.
Yeah.
You make your way
Yes.
over to the fireplace. The hearth as it is. Is this the one that everyone wants to use?
Mm,
I mean,
Oh.
is there anything like around it? It's like strange.
Would you show us how it's used? I think we want to go into one of the other two, personally.
Oh, you don't want to go to this one?
I mean, it's good to know how to use this one, but the other two we know of have at least connections to whatever is in the basement. So, preferably those two, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, this is how you use this one, and I assume there's like a button or some sort of mechanism
so
that activates it.
So you go to the side, and there's sort of like the fire tool set where there's like a shovel for sweeping up and a broom for sweeping up the ashes from within the earth. There's a poker to turn and rotate the logs and stoke a fire. You grab the poker and you slide it underneath like the metal iron grating that's in the fireplace that holds the wood off of the stone base, and you find a latch in it and you push the poker in, and then you kind of like pull it like a lever, and as you do, you pull your hands back and step back, and the whole hearth itself lowers down to where the top of it looks like it's just a platform, and you were told to stand on top of it when you need to. And this is a large hearth, by the way. It's about a 8.5 foot wide, about 8 feet deep fireplace. Very big, enough to heat this massive room.
All right. Is this a one ticket down? Would you? Okay. Maybe.
Well, you can raise the fireplace back up. Otherwise, how does it ever come back?
Yeah. No, I meant like one ticket down to the cellar, and then. Oh wait, actually, it does come up. Never mind.
I vote that we put your lot on it, and then we can meet him down the other way.
Cat, I will push you.
Go for it.
Well, at this point, I do not believe we should at least be separated. For now. Could you show us to the cellar?
Yes, yes.
Well, at this point, the hearth just keeps going now. No one stepped on it. It has already been started. It goes down.
Could I listen in to see if there's like any sound coming from it, aside from it scraping itself down?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Weird monster sounds. I don't know. Growls. I don't know.
It goes rawr.
Shush! Oh my goodness! I rolled a natural one because of you.
You hear
5.
what sounds like soft breathing, and then like a soft sneeze, and you realize that Shadow has crawled away from Reyna and has climbed back on your shoulder, and you didn't realize, and he's just like breathing in your ear right now. But you thought you heard something for a second.
Shadow. You are adorable. But
He looks
please.
right in your face and just goes, "Rawr."
No!
I mean,
He's a weasel!
he can communicate with her, so that could happen.
Weak.
Rawr.
He just like looks at her and just like puts his nose to her cheek and is like, yes, you're cute. Alright, never mind. Yeah, so could you take us to the cellar?
Yeah, yes I can. And he just leads him to the other entrance.
Alright, so you go if you're going to the cellar, to the kitchen.
Yes.
Alright, you make your way to the kitchen, and in the back of the kitchen, there's like a trapdoor that's typical for headed down into a cellar that you can just lift up, and then beneath it you see a staircase leading down. It is significantly less lit in the cellar than it is up here, but you do see some remnants of pale blue flame light.
You're glad, Gandalf stomps his staff real quick and uses light on the tip of his staff.
Renin was like, I was just about to put her dark vision.
As you do, remnant to the torch, the blue light within the kitchen begins to try to reach towards your staff.
Put it out, put it out, put it out.
He puts it out again. Arthur, can you stop that in any way?
the blue light.
Yes.
I mean, I can try, but I don't know if I can.
Okay.
Alright. Don't worry about it, it's fine. We just might have some trouble seeing. Can you see well in the dark, Arthur?
Do you have dark vision? You do.
Okay, thank God.
Yes, you have dark vision, but also, Arthur, to you, this house is lit like day.
Wait, is the house angry about the lamp or no?
Because the lamp is on, isn't it?
Yeah.
When did you have the lamp on? Last I recall, the lamp was turned off because you didn't want light when you were walking through
Oh,
the
right.
forest.
Oh yeah. Okay, it did.
Yeah, I was like,
Okay, I'm
hold on,
smart.
when did that get turned
Okay.
back on?
Okay, I'm smart.
There's a lot of tiny little details that we don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wait, can all of you not see?
Well,
And he looks at Runin.
Runin puts on the glasses. That looks weird on her because of the mask. We can partially see because of the lights, but
as long as we all have some semblance of seeing in the dark, I think we should be fine, but more light is always better than less. Anyways.
Well, it must be different for me because I can see perfectly down here, but normally I wouldn't do this, but do you want me to come with you and help guide you a bit?
I
If
can
you're
see
cool
just
with
fine.
that.
I think he's being a baby, so.
Well,
If you want to come, Arthur, you can. But you don't have to. We don't know what we're gonna find down here.
It's okay. I'll come with.
are you sure?
Normally no, but
You
I
have us.
haven't.
Alright.
And you're about to start heading down.
Okay, and I'll follow behind him.
Right. First thing you notice is that it has a very dusty, undisturbed, stale air smell. It has been a long time since anyone has been down here.
I smell the fumes.
You can see with the pale blue flame that very dimly lights this room, as well as your dark vision, various crates, large, 4 foot by 5 foot wooden crates of, you can only assume, foodstuffs, supplies. You don't get any smell of mold or mildew or age from this room, but you also do not get the smell of fresh foods, for example, like Eris did in the pantry. Instead, there's just really no smell of what you would expect to be in these crates. There's wine cabinets, large, vats, kegs of wine as well as, racks with individual bottles that look quite old and covered in dust currently, but still sealed. You see what appears to be a number of different, boxes of storage as well that are set aside from where you would expect the foodstuffs to be, which might just be remnants of various things that the family might have wished to store and didn't have a place they wanted to put them. In the center, so of the lighting, there's 2 wall sconces, one that's kind of right at the entry as you come down on the left side, and then there's one on the far back right. This cellar where you're at is about 100 by 50, and in the center there is a chandelier with about 6 different blue candles on it that are also providing light. So about 3/4 of the room you have to rely on your darkness for.
Okay. Alright, everybody knows what we're looking for in here, right?
No.
I don't believe we truly told Valzor and Rena and Eris.
Somewhere here there's a lever. Most likely.
Between
if
some
you-
barrels, right?
Yes. If you do find the lever, let us know. Don't go exploring on your own.
Alright. By any chance, do you know this lever that he speaks of, Arthur?
I no. I don't remember any type of lever.
Alright.
Yorgon's just gonna walk over to like a wall with barrels on it and see
Well,
if he can start.
specifically,
Find...
as a refresher, the diary said wine cabinet.
A wine cabinet. Oh, whoops.
Oh, and he's gonna go over to a wine cabinet. Are there multiple?
There are multiple, but it does narrow down your search immensely.
Never mind. Or negate barrel. Wine cabinets.
Yes. Pull back all the wine cabinet, see if we can find it.
Okay. Go ahead and make 2 investigation checks just to get an idea of how long this takes.
I rolled a nat 1, so.
Oh boy.
No. I meant like recently.
no.
I meant recently, so I'm not rolling this time.
I'll help
You want me-
investigate.
Okay, well, who's rolling? I don't care, but 2 rolls.
Are both of us rolling, or just
That
one
is
with
your
advantage?
call.
You roll with advantage, bro. I got you.
Okay. Yikes! Okay, thank God for that advantage. Nat 20!
Hell
Yeah.
There it is.
So you spread
There
out.
it is.
Valzor picks a wine cabinet. He walks over. He opens it up. He grabs a bottle, and right behind that bottle, he finds a button. He pushes the button, and you just start hearing the grinding of stone. And the southern wall, a good 20-foot section of it, grinds back about 10 feet, and then slides over, opening up. And then you hear the sound of chains and metal pulling, but not like it's from above you, but from behind that. And you watch as about 4 different iron doors begin to creak open and then slam into the wall and open.
Good job, Velzer.
That took
Hey,
you about 5
I-
seconds.
Wow.
I had a suspicion. This one specific wine cabinet is looking at me funny.
I was-
Okay.
Belzer, you're a
Very
smart
good.
cookie.
Very good intuition.
Listen, I'm good with my head.
Thumps.
All right.
Arthur will notice that Valzor's tail will always thump when he's happy.
Yes. It is currently hitting the floor and the wine cabinet.
Careful, don't destroy. This looks very old. Maybe step
Surprisingly,
away from the
my
cabinet.
skull
Oh.
also always thump whenever he uses his head.
By the way, you don't know how old they are because you don't know the date, but it only took you 5 seconds. But I will say in that 5 seconds, you did get a cursory glance at some of the bottles for the other people that were looking. These were 70, 80, or more years older than the years you know from the diary, so who knows how old now, but these are probably pretty expensive now.
Yeah.
Ooh. We could sell them for nice money. Though we really have no money problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of solved that problem.
Maybe we can negotiate with some high royalties with some nice wine. No, okay, anyways.
I don't know. I got some titty beer.
Sure.
All right. Can you? How far can you see, Arthur?
How far can I see? It's
Uh,
like
as
daylight,
you-
isn't it?
You can see like daylight, and as you look down into that hallway, though, it's like you hit a wall of vision, and it becomes black, the same as the rest of them, about 65 feet into that room.
That's odd.
What's odd?
I can't really see anything in there.
It blocks your vision?
I think so. Maybe I can't really see in there.
Alright, well, everybody stay close. Don't separate for any reason.
Would you
Okay.
like me to go first?
Sure.
Alright.
I'll be right behind her.
All right.
I'll follow after that.
Marine kind of just like has one of her shields in front of her and she starts going in.
You make your way past the now open wall, and as you step past the wall, one set of torches lights to your left and to your right. Normal flame. Orange and yellow color. You
Is it,
walk
like,
another...
brighter? Is it brighter than the blue flame? Or...
It is.
Okay.
It's normal torchlight, huh?
Normal torchlight. And the house does not seem affected. The blue light does not seem drawn to this. You
What's
step
going on
another
here?
10 feet past one of the iron grates, and 2 more torches light. But no matter how many torches light as you walk through this now open corridor, you cannot see any detail in this room until you get to the last set of torches, and as you step, it lights up. And we are going to take a break right there, because it's been 2.5 hours, and we'll get to that when we come back.
Cliffhanger! Wait, how much longer can you...
Risto.
they're back. We will see how long it takes the reactive images to come back, but for now, we can pick
What
up
up,
where we left
gamers?
off. How is everyone doing?
Good.
Pretty pog.
All right. So, the last torch. What?
It's called a lobotomy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, anyhow,
Oh no.
the last torch lit
Oh
up,
no.
and with that, you can now, as a group, see into this room. The first thing you notice in the center of the room is two very long wooden tables that are simple in design, a bit more crude woodwork than you're used to in this manor. And there seems to be metal restraints bolted to the tops of the table, about where hands and legs might be. You glance around and you can see a number of different shelves and racks and displays of very questionable sets of tools. Things that wouldn't be seen in normal life. You can see a cat o' nine tails with hooks on the ends, large sort of bone cutting like scissors, various scalpels, other surgical utensils, but amidst all of them, you also notice what looks to be a sort of like a rack that would have space for somebody to be attached to that seems to separate or stretch. And for those that at least are aware of what it could be, this feels very akin to a torture chamber that you might see in a palace dungeon or in a guard's like a guard's cell, something of the nature like that. In the back of the room, you can see what looks to be a large, about 15-foot hole that is dark and black and a little bit raised up from the floor as you have to go up 2 steps to get to it. There's torches along the walls and a chandelier in the center, all lit by normal light as well. That's about all you see from here.
Does it look to be any bodies or anything anywhere?
No.
Like dried blood?
I can add some.
There's
if you need.
definitely some blood, dried blood, that looks like it's stained the tables or the racks or the floor. There's definitely remnants of blood, that's for sure.
There's no torches in here?
There are torches.
Okay, so they lit up too?
Yes.
Oh no.
Really quick. Arthur,
Close your eyes.
before we go any further, listen, you're gonna learn a lot of things about your parents here, probably, that you're not gonna like very much. I just want to make sure you're prepared for that.
Do you wish to see or keep your eyes closed?
Hmm. Hmm.
Where is Arthur in the line, by the way?
He's near the back.
Okay, yeah.
Um. Well, if it gets too much, I won't look. But I think I'm gonna be okay. Maybe, I don't know.
If you need, we can meet you back in the pantry after.
Yes, if you need to leave, just head to the pantry. We'll meet you there, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Alright. Your going to turn around and start heading towards the back of the room, and he's looking around for signs of bodies or skeletal structures, stuff like that.
Okay.
I was going to make a perception check or investigation, whichever you want me to do, to see if there's that pulsing still.
Okay, well,
Anywhere.
I will say both of you can make a perception check then.
Perception. Ooh, 20. We
20
both
as
got
well.
20.
All right.
Unnatural.
Unnatural.
So
There's been so many 20s today.
Yeah.
both
It's
of you,
because I haven't
curious,
rolled.
but for different reasons, begin looking through the rooms, or through the room. And as you look around, you notice that there's no immediate sign of bodies on the floor or anything on your level, really. So the only plausible place you could look to find bodies or this black pulsing stuff that you've been looking for that you can't see right now is likely going to be within that hole in the back of the room. So you both at about the same time make your way back there. And as you look down, you see about 10 feet down this hole a spider-like web of black tar pitch tendrils that are leading down further into the hole, and looking between the cracks of this web of black gunk, you can see bones and skeletal remains slowly shifting and moving as it undulates and pulses by the tar itself, this ooze moving and shifting the bones around in this pit. And both of you taking a good enough look and being observant of enough today are able to see all the way to the bottom, to which you see what looks to be a almost snake-like creature that has been formed out of the skeletal remains of whatever was discarded in here. Though all of the bones seem human, has formed into this creature that is slithering and writhing, trying to break free of whatever this black junk is.
And you said it's a pit?
It is a pit.
How deep down is it?
Looks like it's about 45 feet down total.
Holy shit.
Is there an up?
It does not seem like it. It seems like this is just a pit that you do not want to fall into.
Wow.
Lovely.
And there is a lot of bones in here. The snake itself looks like it's probably comprised of at least 15 or 20 different human skeletal remains.
Do any of them look like they're a complete skeleton, or are they all just jostled around?
Kind of hard to tell at this distance.
Is there just like a definitive corner in this room?
Yeah, there's definitive four corners.
Okay, I'm gonna go into one of the corners and just start pulling bodies out of my bag.
Alright, you reach into your
You
bag with the
remember.
intent
No,
of grabbing
no.
a body, and you feel
Oh
this just
no.
ungodly squelching squish of fleshy substance as
Oh
you
no.
pull it out, and it's
Nice.
deteriorated and blackish, and it's nasty, and you get an awful smell as it comes out of the bag.
I'm just gonna start retching while just pulling body after body out of
God.
my fucking bag until when I think
Oh my
body,
God.
nothing
There
else
is-
comes out.
Now? Really?
What?
Uh,
There's other bodies here.
In front of Arthur?
Well, he doesn't mind.
I look over at Arthur. What's his face
Arthur,
like?
he does mind. He sees this person who was very nice to him and someone who he cared about deep, like who actually seemed like she was a good person. And watching these bodies get dragged out,
I don't even know if you can
he's
recognize them
twitching.
being bodies.
They're humanish shaped.
Arthur, he does mind.
He certainly does mind.
Hannah pats him on
Hmm?
They were bad people. It's fine. I just need to get them
Classy.
out of the bat.
Classy.
Oh, really? Are we gonna talk about classy right now?
While you're all having this conversation, fortunately, two of you are paying enough attention. The black tar and the snake both react to the new presence of bodies. The tar seems to be like trying to squelch its way up the side of the well, and the snake seems more agitated.
Bad thing. Really, Eris, you shouldn't have done that.
Done
We got
what?
company.
Aries, put them back.
Put them back. Put them back.
Yeah.
Can
Oh
we
my
just
God.
put them in a hole or something?
Aries, put them back.
You put them back.
Oh my god.
How long will
Yorglet walks
know,
over to the bodies and
I just love how we've been talking about how she needs to get rid of them, and her choice is in the haunted house with black stuff and a pit of bones that has something
God.
living at the bottom of it. She's like, yeah, this is a good place.
well, yeah, let's dump all the human bodies in the place where we
Where
know
there's other human
collects
bodies. Yeah.
in a place where we know that collects human bodies to
Oh.
make weird ass fucking monsters out of them. Yes, perfect idea.
how long do you?
10.
I don't know that. No one tells
We
me
do.
anything.
We literally saw it happen. We fought monsters in Mishla made of human body parts. What do you mean you don't know this?
Yeah, but they stole those.
Oh,
I'm
Anyhow.
giving them.
Can I tell
No,
how quick they're gonna climb this well or this
You don't know
hole?
if they can or can't, but they are trying.
Well, Yorglot runs over to the fucking bodies and just starts having seen much grosser stuff than
Fire?
this.
Oh, sorry.
His spells cost stuff, all right? He is going to just throw them back into the fucking.
Wait, did somebody say fire?
I
I would like to cast my Crimson Right and put it
On
on my
the
Hellfire
bodies?
chain. No, on my Hellfire chain lance, and then.
Oh. Just
Wait.
buff your lances right
Wait, oh, you mean fire for the bodies to get rid
Yeah,
of them? Oh,
aye.
yeah, I would like to try that, actually.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Yeah.
now? I don't think it works because this happens.
18.
You managed to burn away like 70% of the black shit, so it's less disgusting.
Great.
You know what? I could freeze it as well.
Ooh, try that.
I have Ray of Frost. Cantrip. I ain't using fucking spells for this shit.
You guys have dead bodies mingling with my shit. I want to get rid of this.
You could have gotten rid of it so many times, like we were in a
Like when we
poisonous.
were on top of a dragon, was I just supposed to chuck dead bodies off of a fucking dragon?
Vernine looks over and you could have tossed them in the poison lake or a poison swamp area before we defeated the snake.
Well,
Aye.
no one told
Hey,
me to do
listen.
that.
It's your shit, you just said.
Everybody, stop.
Anyways,
Jesus.
I'm casting
her.
a Ray of Frost while I was talking to her. So that maybe the
Yeah, no, that
the
doesn't
smell.
work.
It doesn't work?
I'm sorry. At the very least, it's got to at least be a class feature to have some. You're not getting away with using a fucking ice attack cantrip to freeze a whole corpse.
Okay. Well, you said 75%.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
can I-
burnt away 75%. You still are trying to freeze like the remainder of this body with a cantrip that's meant to just deal damage. No.
Alright, this is it. And whatever is left of these bodies, Yorglot just grabs and shoves them in his bag of holding.
All right, they're now your glass problem.
Ha!
Yeah. Ugh, your hand's gonna be stanky.
I'm fucking disease boy anyways, okay? Whatever.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Bug boy.
All right,
Good.
anyhow.
Not my problem.
Does it seem
Anyways.
like the stuff has calmed down?
Yes. With the absence of new bodies, seems less agitated. Nothing's intent on climbing to you now.
Alright, maybe there is another way around here. Try to look for buttons, levers, doors, something secret. If this is the only way, then I can try to check it out. But, best to check for other options first.
I'm
Bowser's
gonna
tail starts to
starfish
hum.
against the wall and just
can I-
like start sliding my body.
I would,
What the fuck?
I would also like to investigate with.
Can I investigate
Yes,
too?
we all start checking for
Okay.
hidden doors.
2 investigation checks with advantages since you're all looking. This is going to be with a bonus, but just 2 rolls.
Who's rolling?
I will roll.
Investigate.
I guess-
Oh. And
Because I think Arthur needs something to distract him after what he's just witnessed.
All right.
Go ahead.
Investigation. then, Arthur.
investigation. Go for it, buddy.
And you get
So it's
advantage.
gonna be
26.
And advantage.
Oh.
so-
Oh fuck!
Plus 8 to
17.
investigation. What the fuck, dude? What are you?
Okay.
Wait, I will
Alright.
again just get higher. And that's not one. No, I'm keeping
Okay.
Oh, that's great. You
26.
wasted that
26.
nat one though.
Good.
17.
Sure. 2 things. One, Arthur, you find what seems to be a loose stone as you're investigating that you can press. And pick a name of a party member that you want to have found something that is also looking.
Balzor? That's the only one. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Sure. Valzor, you also find what looks to be like a hidden switch behind one of the stones that's kind of like off to the side, and you can kind of reach your fingers behind it and press it.
Master button finder.
I will let you choose which one you want to do first, or both at the same time, however you want to do it. But you both have found something that looks like some form of a mechanism.
Are they like on opposite walls?
They are separate, yes.
Okay.
I found a button over here.
Are there
Yeah,
holes
me too.
anywhere on the walls or ceilings? Do I see noticeable holes?
Like just a hole?
Just holes, yeah, like holes in the ceilings and the walls.
No.
Okay.
Looks like a ceiling and a wall.
Okay, wait, man. I'm just checking.
No, you're
Not trying
good.
to get Indiana Jones right now, alright? Just fucking poison darted.
Oh.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well, press them.
At the same time?
Sure. Go.
Okay.
Okay.
3,
I get ready to press the button.
2, 1, go.
Press it.
All right. Valzor's, yours does not do anything until after he presses the stone in fully, and then your switch releases and you are able to press yours.
Oh.
As
Oh.
you're sitting there, you begin to hear very faint sounds of metal jangling and moving behind the walls.
Yeah.
Yorgot starts to walk over back towards the door they came through.
Okay.
Guys, I think that might have something to do with the mechanism upstairs. It's just a guess, but I hear metal jangling sounds.
There's no other doors in here?
Let's wait for a minute, see if it stops.
It goes for about a minute and a half, and it stops.
All right.
Quick, let's go.
Okay.
So uncharacteristic for your glad to go. But yeah, I know it was out of character, but
Yeah.
all right.
He's
Run,
running.
you fools!
All right. So you
All right.
I guess let's go upstairs.
Yeah.
What's the Scooby Doo? They're coming after
you
you.
hurriedly make your way upstairs to the, I'm assuming, parents' room
Parents'
is the guess.
bedroom.
Parents'
Yeah.
room. Yep.
Okay, just confirming. You-
Does Arthur come inside?
He does, but instead of Edward being on his shoulder, he's now holding on to him, just hugging him as tightly as he can.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Right.
Is there anything different with the door?
Yes, the door is open.
yeah.
Wow.
Alright then.
This is a pretty room.
Is it dark?
Yes, it is pitch black down that hallway.
Hallway. Oh shit.
Okay. Yorgot's gonna take a step into the hallway
All right.
and cast light on the end of his staff.
Okay, so first off, Arthur, I need you to roll a history check real quick.
Okay,
History check.
Ooh.
11.
I see.
You hear a familiar voice, but you cannot quite place it, just saying, turn back. That's it.
Oh no.
Yorglot, you step in and you cast light. And as you are casting light, you don't know if it's tied to you stepping in or to the casting of light in this hallway. Everyone who is outside of this door, you notice that the lights in this room and assumably the rest of the house go from a pale blue flame to a now much brighter, angry, lashing out red flame.
Stop doing that.
Back inside.
I,
Or
st-
get rid.
I step outside of the door.
They remain red.
I turn off light.
They remain red.
You
Okay,
fucking
we
idiot.
pissed something off. Well, it knows that we're here, whatever it is.
And it doesn't like that we open that door.
No, I don't. It doesn't like the fact that we went into the door.
Something about this feels off to me.
Are there any weird noises happening now?
It says that you said that there was a hallway after that door opened.
Yes, there's a hallway as far as you
Yes.
can tell.
It's pitch black.
Rennie walks out of the room and tries to determine if there's any rooms beside the parents' room that direction.
You gather that there isn't really rooms in that direction very much. There's like a portion that would lead into where that main room that you were at was, but nothing that should be that long should be located there.
It makes no sense.
Anyhow, to answer your question, Eris, you start listening, and I'm not going to make you roll for this, but you can hear a faint boom, 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 boom from within the walls.
Oh shit.
And can you guys hear that?
Hear what?
It sounds like a heartbeat or something.
Well, we're not gonna get anything done standing here. Come on. we know what we came here for. We need to get this done.
Well, to be honest, we don't really know if we have to go there or certain, truly, but all right.
I would assume that it would be there just because danger.
Did you see anything else in this room that has anything to do with that door, Yorglad, when you were looking through the papers?
No, nothing in particular. I have a feeling, well, I don't know entirely yet, but we'll see as we go deeper how the house reacts.
Arthur, do the lights do this often? Ever?
Um,
Well,
so, to your knowledge, Arthur, the lights have only done this in 3 different occasions. One of which somebody that, well, you didn't know them, but was clearly not a pleasant individual, had visited your house. When you looked at that book that has the dagger in it, and one other time when somebody was visiting the house in a group of people, one of them said a name that you would know should be your sister's name. Not necessarily her. I think you gather they were probably just talking to their friends, but upon saying that name, the house reacted as well.
mm, um, this, yeah, yes, it's happened on 3 separate occasions.
Mm,
Um,
Alright.
And unlike your usual forgetfulness, these incidents do kind of stand out.
and you know that book you have, Vanine?
I don't have it. I put it back. No, what about the book?
Well, when I, when I, you saw what was on the back of it, didn't you?
On the back, I think I only saw the front of it that said "Do not touch."
You also
Oh
saw
no,
the
the
dagger side.
back.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did. Oh, poked dagger side, huh? Uh, oh, yes, there were holes.
Yeah, when I stabbed the book, it happened then. And when a person came to visit me, he wasn't nice. He was rather unpleasant. It happened then, and it happened when a group of people came round and they mentioned her.
Came to
Her?
visit you when?
Um,
While you were alive.
no, I don't think I was.
A man came to visit one singular one. Do you remember what he looked like?
Would I remember what he looks like? Could I roll history?
Yeah, I'll say this is a different one. You can roll history for this.
Okay.
Different from the voice.
23.
It is hazy at best. It is not super clear. The fact that you have memories of this at all is already surprising, but you are able to make out that this individual stood about 6'9", long black tattered cloak. Very few details about the face, but you could make out sort of like a half crescent moon scar with a line that goes through it down to the brow and down from the bottom of the eye down the cheek that kind of encompassed the right eye.
Man, he was tall. He was very, very tall. Taller than Renine. I think about, if I had to assume, about maybe 6'9", around that. And long black cloak. And he had a scar that went down from his brow to his cheek. A crescent moon scar. And it encompassed his eyes. I remember that.
Would
And
any
how-
of us recognize?
Would we know? I don't think. Well, I don't think we would.
Would I?
Eris or Yorglot, I think, can roll a history check here.
Oh, well, okay. Plus 0 to history. Come on, baby.
My dice is rolling so slow. This
11?
just, yeah, 14.
No, doesn't sound familiar.
All right.
And what exactly did he do that was so rude, other than enter the house? Did he have lights? Did he have fire?
As far as you can recall about that incident, he simply entered and the house reacted.
No, he just entered the house.
The house didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Has the house ever hurt you, Arthur?
No.
Never before, not even a little bit.
No, I don't think so, no.
All right.
Right. So, are we going in?
Yes.
Do we really have a choice? There's too many questions about it.
And if we leave it like this, it could just get worse.
Well, and we still have our mission. We need Arthur to be able to go outside. And if this is how we do it, then this is what has to be done.
Then let's go.
I go in after Renine.
Okay.
Okay, I follow either directly next to or slightly ahead of your glove.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Walking
Renine
up the
puts her
rear.
foot in, like slowly, and sees if anything happens again to the house.
No, but now that you've spent more time standing in, like you step in, and as compared to just simply stepping in, casting light, and stepping out, this time you step in with the intent of everybody filing in behind you, and you make your way in. What you notice first off is that this blackness feels familiar, feels pitched, tar, and it feels like it's undulating and pulsing past you and into the house. The second thing you notice is as you file in, well, I guess I'll ask, do you file in far enough for everybody to enter the corridor? Or are you only 10 feet in enough for you, Valzor, and Yorglot?
I imagine we all eventually file in.
Yeah, Renine will get
Yeah.
everyone in.
It is disorienting then for you, Renini, as you file in far enough for everyone to fit in behind you, as You feel like you've walked forward, but at the same time have began walking down as if you're on a wall, and as if the room itself is turning around you. You you feel like you're not walking from point A to point B anymore. It's hard to explain, but it's uncomfortable.
Is she getting like flashbacks to the time that she got that weird vision from that box? From the fog at the Dragon's Keep?
No.
Okay.
You're getting more flashbacks to when that individual in the cellar of the tavern opened a portal.
Oh,
God.
fuck.
Be fun time.
Oh no. Oh no.
What,
Oh no.
what's
Okay.
going on? I can't see.
I don't know.
Everybody,
It almost feels like we're in a husk or an ashen.
stay very close together. Do not separate at all.
I'm gonna grab onto whoever's in front of me.
We never established the order fully, so who's in front
I'm
of
in
you?
the back.
I wanted
Okay.
to make sure that Arthur was in the middle of everybody somewhere and not way off in the back.
Alright, so Eris grabs onto Arthur as best as one can grab a spirit.
We make a conga line.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they keep heading forward.
Alright. After what feels like maybe a minute or so of walking, it has been extraordinarily disorienting. And it feels like you have almost walked forwards and then down like you walk down a wall, but at like a curve, almost like you're walking around a sphere. And then upside down as if you're on the bottom side before walking all the way back up. And you see in front of you what looks to be the door again, but everything is off, flipped, almost like a mirror.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh,
What
You
is
see the
this?
parents' room again, just
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
inverted.
How did we?
Oh,
Hello,
shit.
hello.
Shit.
Parallel
Did we-
universe? Oh shit.
Oh, we're just. How did
What
we
is
get all
you-
turned around? Literally.
You see Yorglat just go white as fuck.
You were.
Well,
you're
I don't even know
already
if you
white.
see it. I don't know. If you
He's
see
white
it.
already.
You're already white.
I am
Hate to break
silver.
it to you.
He has gone from silver to like
Matt.
Black.
paper.
Matt.
And whoever he's grabbing onto to keep this conga line going, his grip gets very tight.
I imagine Runine.
Or Val's.
Or
One or the other.
Balthazar.
Uh,
As he thinks he's piecing together what is happening.
would you be able to grip through a metal gauntlet?
Me?
Yeah, you. I don't think
No.
Runine would have felt it. Yeah, no, then Runine probably wouldn't have felt the
Anyhow.
pressure. Anyways,
You enter the room.
is it open?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Does it like okay, is there like anything weird about this? Like is it like a portal thing or is it like
No, it looks like the door is open. Just everything's flipped and inverted and off in some way.
upside down?
No. Bed's on the
It just-
floor, chandelier on the ceiling. It's opposite enough and off enough to where you know you're not entering the same room you left.
Should we go in? This feels very weird.
From that side, is it still red torches?
No. From what you can tell, it's normal lighting.
God.
I mean, there's not much.
Does there seem to be a keyhole on this door?
There's no door. It's open.
No, there's a
Oh,
door.
yeah,
The door's
you
Oh,
open.
said-
there is.
Yeah.
But there's no
Okay.
keyhole.
I mean, I don't think we have anywhere else to go.
We could go back, but
Then
what?
you know.
I don't know what to think of this. This is odd.
I don't know how good of an idea this is anymore.
You
I
don't
mean,
think-
if we all go in together, we won't get separated, and we can figure it out, right?
Your glut, you seem oddly more shaken up than everyone else. What's on your mind?
Well, why did you say that this isn't a good idea?
Never mind.
Explain yourself, your
There
blood.
is
You are
no
not
never
leaving us
mind
hanging.
right now. You are explaining yourself.
You just whoever he's grabbing, I don't know who it is. I think we established Renine. He
Yeah.
just starts to walk and push forward, but his other hand is now grabbing his new necklace, his divine sanctuary item.
Okay.
What? You're glad. Renine has enough strength to push back. It's like, why do you never explain thoughts that come through your mind? You leave us hanging. Could you at least tell us why you got the bad feeling? We could go back and instead go look at the book that she's like holding back. Look at the book that Arthur has.
I can't explain why I have a bad feeling. I just do. Okay.
Mm,
So you have the same bad feeling that we're all feeling right now. And you just don't want to go, but you want to go.
I don't know how to explain it.
Well, hold on. Oh, maybe.
So do you know anything or not?
From what he was saying, probably not. He just has a bad gut feeling.
All right. Well,
A
let's
question though, like for as long as I've been like standing there, has there been like, I don't know, people moving?
No.
Shit. All right.
We'll see once we get in.
Are we sure we want to go in? Last call to everyone.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
I'm fine. But if I say we need to leave,
Okay.
can we just trust that we need to leave?
Yeah, all right.
First things
You
first.
say we leave, we leave.
To confirm, everyone is going in.
Yes.
Yes.
Is Arthur coming?
I sincerely don't want to go in.
Arthur is. His mind is rushing right now. He hasn't fully recovered from the voice he heard in his head, so he's kind of in his own world right now, not paying attention.
Oh, fuck.
Been
Oh,
dragged
fuck,
along.
I mean, Renine hasn't stepped in yet. I have not stated that
That's why
I
I'm
went
waiting
yet.
for everyone goes in? Or do you send somebody by themselves?
Absolutely not splitting the party. Fuck no. We're idiots when we do that.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, I'm going in.
Well,
You're gonna have to push
part
the
of this
line.
is waiting for Runine and waiting for everyone to confirm that they're going in or not.
Yes, I'm going in. I don't want to leave my party going in alone.
Okay, so you feel Yorglot push, then you feel more push from Valzor, and more push from Eris.
Okay, they pushed me out. Because Renine wasn't moving.
Okay.
Veronique goes, because she got pushed.
As you all enter, Artie, you hear that same voice again. They did this to protect you. That's all you
What?
hear. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw for me, except for Arthur.
Shit. Shit.
Oh, what
Nine.
the fuck? Hold on. D&D Beyond just screwed me so hard.
I got a nat 20! Let's go!
Literally,
Oh my
okay.
god.
Oh my god, I'll take the 7. Like, I don't need to roll, but it landed on 18 and then teleported to 5.
Oh.
If you genuinely think it was an 18, like I've said before, I will believe you as players. If you genuinely don't understand how that worked.
I'll just re-roll it.
There you go. Take it, whether it's better or
Okay,
worse.
21. That's even better than the
Wow.
roll I got.
I can't believe I just
We
fucking
need
got
a Constitution save from Reyna as well.
Mine's 7.
Oh.
Okay. Eris,
Okay.
Reyna, both of you feel internally sick.
Oh.
The rest of you feel fine.
Fuck.
Guys, I don't feel well.
As you are all now in, you look around, and you can see more clearly. This room looks like the parents' bedroom, but off and inverted. But you also notice black tendrils on the floor, the ceilings, and the walls, all leading and coalescing as if they went through the door of the parents' bedroom door.
Windows in the parents' bedroom at all.
Yeah, there are windows.
Yorglat wants to take a peek outside through the blinds or something.
If you can even reach a window,
Yeah.
since everything's off.
Well, you can reach it's just inverted or off.
Yeah.
It's not like the windows are like slapped on the ceiling.
It's like when you in a movie when you see a room and then they walk through the door and then it's the same room. It's just flipped, like the camera was flipped or whatever. It's like that kind of feeling. That's what I'm imagining.
Like
bed's on
imagine
the right
if
instead
you
of the
left our
left, or-
room and then somebody shifted your desk by like 6 inches, the bed by 4 inches. It's not enough to where you wouldn't notice if you were unfamiliar with the room, but for somebody who knows where things should be or has seen this room before, everything's different enough to notice.
All right. How does it look out the window?
When you look out the window, the first thing you notice is you're on the surface. You see sky. And then as you look at the sky is blue mixed with a tinge of purple. You see 6 different moons in the sky, and it is currently night.
6 moons?
Correct.
6 moons? I thought he said runes.
6
No,
moons in the sky.
moons.
Okay.
Are they all different colors?
No, they all seem to be between like white to silver.
Are you guys okay? Why are you... You look like you're about to throw up.
As soon as we came in here, oh, this isn't good.
Well, that's not good.
Bruni, do you have anything to be able to, like, help them, or...
I don't have... I can't tell if it's magical or anything. I can't...
Arthur,
Arthur,
are you
do you...
doing okay?
Did you ask that too?
Oops, sorry.
I think we were both kind of asking the same
Yeah.
thing. Arthur was
Yeah.
okay.
Arthur after hearing that voice and all this information he's receiving, he is twitching slightly, and his eyes have gotten wider, and he's looking around at his surroundings, being incredibly nervous and scared.
Listen, Arthur, we're here with you, alright? We're not gonna leave you. I know it's freaky right now, but are you okay? Do you feel sick? Like Aries?
Mm, mm, No, no. You, you heard them too, right?
Heard what?
The voice.
Voice? What voice? There was no voice.
What did
There
the
was.
voice say?
It said they only did this to protect me, and I don't understand. I don't like this.
Did you recognize the voice?
Sounded a bit familiar, but I don't recall.
When I was looking outside, what's the landscape like? Like, are we in a mountain, in a grassland, in a city?
The landscape, from what you can tell, is like sort of like a rolling fields, but there's large jutting stone spires that are sticking out from the ground, and it kind of looks cracked and fissured and war torn almost.
Hmm.
Are we? No, right? Oh, fine. Well, we're in a heap of trouble.
Alright. Alright.
Uh, So what do we do now?
Well,
We
Do
have
I-
two
Do
members
I hear
that are
heart
sick.
beating in this room still, or is it not?
Yeah, you can hear it.
Okay.
Yorgot's gonna put his ear up to the. Is the door to the room, the parents' room, closed, or is that open?
That is closed still.
Okay, he's gonna put his ear up to that door and try to see if he can like hear anything outside.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Unnatural 20.
Wow.
jeez, and the 20s just continue.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Well,
You don't hear anything beyond the pulsing, but the pulsing seems to have direction. And if your memory is to be believed with what you know of this house, it seems to be heading towards the children's bedrooms.
I'm glad I memorized those rooms.
Alright, guys, listen. I don't hear anybody walking around. But the pulsing, I can tell it's coming from down the hall. Where Arthur and his sister's bedrooms are.
Oh boy.
Well, let's go look. I
Do-
would like to leave as soon as possible.
Are you sure you'll be okay?
I'm fine. Just a little sick.
Alright. Give me 1 sec. I need to check something.
Yorgot's gonna walk over to the dresser or the nightstand that he found the key on and see if the same mechanism's there.
Yeah. The mechanism is there.
When he presses it, is it just an empty latch?
No, there is a key.
Oh my goodness. Identical?
Different. Slightly.
Oh my god.
I've memorized the difference, so I know which one's from which place.
Okay.
And put them away. Alright.
I cannot get the music bot to join. It is playing on stream, but so you don't have to listen to echoes. This is the ambient music playing right now. Stream can hear it, but...
Alright.
Right.
Ooh. Ooh.
Anyhow,
Dun, dun, dun.
you have both
Okay.
keys.
Yes. The box.
It's also there? At the foot of the bed?
Yep.
Oh yeah, the floorboard one.
Is the floorboard loose?
You move the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the floorboard seems loose.
And when I lift it up, is it the same?
It is, but you can hear a much more audible sound as it's undulating faster.
Your mic didn't pick up that sound.
Okay. A squelching sound.
Yeah, I kind of heard. I understood it.
And he puts it back. Alright. To the kids' rooms. Slow and
Alright.
steady.
Renee looks to... Did Reyna roll for bear?
That's a good question. No, she did not. Can you roll another constitution check for bear, please?
Sounds good.
What is Bear's Constitution modifier? +0,
Wow.
so just roll a d20.
Bet.
See what you get.
Who's D20? That's not a no.
It's the very top one, is the d20.
Okay. 11.
Where are you rolling?
I think she's rolling to herself by accident.
I mean,
Okay.
And regardless, it's an 11.
11. Bear not doing too well either.
is he like doing that thing?
Yeah, kinda.
That like dogs
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, because
And-
dogs can't really hold it back. They kind of just like let it go.
No, he's drive healing, and then I actually throw up.
Oh yeah, you're sick too, huh? It was you and Aries.
Yeah.
So berries is what I was gonna say.
Berries.
Bear,
No.
Bear, Aries, and Reyna are sick.
Correct.
Mhm.
Oh shit!
Alright.
We
Does
shouldn't
it
stay here
feel
for
like
too
it's
long.
getting worse, or is it just like
Not at the moment. Same as when you came in.
Do you
Alright.
need help moving? She says to the sick people.
I'm alright. I think Raina needs more help.
For OOC reasons, is it the conditioned sick, or is it just a feeling?
Oh, you saw the graph.
What?
Oh boy. Nothing.
No, this is just a D&D player being
Strictly
specifics.
speaking, there is not a sick condition. There is diseased. No, they are not considered diseased yet.
Yet.
All right.
Reina's dragging bear.
Okay.
Again?
Yeah.
Alright. Same filing order. Let's
Alright.
go. Quick.
Okay, well, running takes food.
And
Takes a quick. But this is just the hallway, right? The
Well-
stairs aren't.
So you open the door. You're making your way to the children's rooms. Yes.
Yeah.
As you step out into that hallway, the first thing you notice is that it looks like everything but the hallway leading from here to the children's rooms is broken and gone, with a void of black.
What?
So you see like half of this hallway and then just nothingness on the other side with broken floorboards, almost as if something has torn the remainder of this house into a different rift.
Oh my goodness.
And you can see what does remain, the black, undulating sort of veins and tendrils lead along the walls and the ceilings as best they can to Artie's room. And Artie, you hear in your head again, you don't want to know.
I do. I must.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. In front of everyone.
Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong, Arthur?
It's telling me I don't want to know. I don't know what it is, but I hear something in my head.
The voice.
Mm-hmm.
Does it sound like somebody you know at all?
It does sound familiar, but I don't know who it is.
Arthur, I wanted to make sure when you woke up again after dying, you had no vengeance, no thought of needing to do something, right? No reason as to why you should have woken up again.
I don't. When I first woke, I don't remember when I first woke up. All I remember, the earliest memory I have when I was like this was one day I was sitting in my bed with that book in my hand. That's what I really remember.
The book that I pointed out? Not your storybook?
That one, yes.
Mm.
One page.
Maybe we needed the book.
But
let's keep moving.
Alright.
He then just like holds on to the closest person's like shirt. He's not holding the hand, but he's holding on to their shirt as tightly as possible.
We're kind of gathered in a group. I don't know who.
Probably Reyna, because Eris was behind you this time.
Either Reyna or me.
Okay.
Alright.
Make our way. Do we want to start at Sister's room or do we want to go straight to Artie's?
I thought the sister's room was nowhere to be seen.
No, the sister's room is there.
Hmm.
The rest of the house is gone. The children's rooms are there. The hallway is there. The rest of the house is gone.
Is there an actual like door to the sister's room that's closed?
Yeah.
It's just
Alright.
all the black fucking goo seems to be coming or originating from Artie's room.
That is a good question. Do we even want to try the sister's room?
I may want to just to look for one thing.
The diary?
Two things.
The note and the diary? Alright.
Once we
let's-
reach it, Yorglat kind of just wants to slowly open it and peek inside.
Mage Hand would be so helpful right now. Fuck.
Trying to use his body to hide the crack.
Okay. Go ahead and make just a stealth check real quick.
Okay. 8.
You open the door slowly. Okay, what are you looking for?
I am looking. When I first opened the door, a body of Artie's sister.
Nowhere to be seen.
Okay. Then once I see that there's no body, I walks in and goes to look for the diary.
Okay, you find the diary.
Flipping through it, is it the same thing?
It's the same, but it's now in a text similar to the text that you found in the library.
The one I decoded?
The one you attempted to decode, yeah.
No, I made a whole foolproof thing.
Yeah, but you only read like one page from that book, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, let me be clear. A text similar from the library being the text that's changing from that room that made you, like, bleed.
Oh, the secret library.
Yeah, that part.
I thought you were talking about the alien text.
Nope.
Ah.
Something about it seems off and not correct.
Right, he puts the diary in his bag of holding.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
And he closes the door behind him.
Okay. Then you make your way to Artie's room, I'm presuming?
Yeah.
Yep, and Renine is the one that opens it this time.
Right. Everybody, other than Arthur, go ahead and make a history check.
Oh. Nice.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Ooh, so close to natural 20. 14.
Natural
Nat
one.
20.
Oh!
73.
Ooh! 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 Yeah!
Okay. That was Arena.
Sorry.
Valsor got a 10.
Shit. I was muted. 10.
11.
Okay. Eris, you're the only one that's able to pick up on this. You all hear a voice, this time out loud. Artie, you hear it as well. Don't come in here. Eris, you pick up the similarities. You hear Artie.
Oh.
Dude.
Arthur?
Now that she says it, it kind of clicks for all of you.
The hell?
It's a bit off,
What?
but that voice is Artie.
Oh no. Is it?
Why shouldn't we come in?
No reply.
Arthur he walks in after hearing that.
Oh, shit.
Arthur,
Well,
Run-
what do we
run it.
see?
Running after him.
We're
Yeah.
following him.
Alright. You throw open the door, you rush in, you see the tendrils leading to the bed, to Artie's bed, and you see a cocoon-like mess of tendrils, and in the center of it, you see what looks to be about a 12-year-old boy that looks similar to Artie, with skin that has turned ashen white and sort of a glowing red to his eyes and black pulsing through his veins, strung up in this cocoon. And in his hands he's clenching a book, but this book looks whole, not like there's a page torn out.
The story, the picture book? Oh,
And he is just hanging in this cocoon, looking back at you with his red gaze.
Arthur number 2?
I told you not to come
Straight
here.
up vomit.
Why?
You begin to hear squelching and writhing bones creaking and cracking as his face twists 180 degrees, and you can see an open maw of just jagged bone-like teeth behind a black tar-like visage, and it slowly sort of slops its way down from in this cocoon onto the floor. And that is where we will pick up next session.
Ooh.
Alright.
Jesus. Oh, bro, we're so fucked.
We're so
dude.
fucked. But it's fine.
Oh, and we're just so royally fucked for so many things.
God. Damn it.
Okay, I think we
Alright.
should have brought that book.
The- There's a lot of things we should have brought.
Yeah, maybe some more levels.
Confidence.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus
Alright.
Christ.
Oh,
I'm
man.
in shock. That was amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so that is where we will end. I hope everybody had a great time. Thank you for joining us. We will see you all next time. We'll be sure to let you know when we're streaming again. It will likely be next Tuesday. But thank you everybody for stopping by, and have a wonderful rest of your week.
Who do you want to read?
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Who chose last week?
I think it was Gothra
Yeah, chose.
with Lampy.
Okay. Balzor, Midi, or Polly, Midi, Onion, Calls, anybody?
Yeah. Don't worry, I got you.
Hey, you might have someone on Twitch, I don't know.
Yeah.
Disguised Toast is streaming right now. Did you know that? You could raid him.
Oh my goodness.
Twitch Andy over here.
You can tell I use Twitch a lot.
Okay, how about Bartender Zero?
Bartender Zero?
Oh,
Yeah.
Just spelled correctly, just to confirm?
Here,
Nope.
I'll copy and paste it.
Okay. This is why I
Whoever
asked.
spells anything correctly.
You know, Moist Critical's playing Elden Ring right now. I could.
Oh, that bartender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
You know that Miskiff's just chatting right now?
Did you know that Iron Mouse is just chatting right now?
So is Yanners.
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
And Time Ride.
Somebody want to do the raid message in chat?
We could just do that.
Sure.
Yo.
Alright.
Don't have to
And
think
I
too
will
much on
start
it.
the raid here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Adios.
everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
Buenas noches.
See you later.
Alright. I'm going to switch us over to the ending screen.